go.
Wow.
Cool, we're good.
Alright, it does say 18 on there.
Yeah, I can't be asked to change the picture.
Fine. Okay, so in the last session, you guys travelled up into the above world to do Elictu and Tide's funerals. You spent some time in Clockager, where Dorwin picked up a spell, and spent a bit of time hanging out with some cool dwarves. You guys were fairly keen to kind of get the show on the road a little bit, so you head back, and along the way you encountered a couple of horrible cyclopses ripping apart a poor dragonborn, which you cleverly avoided getting involved with. And made your way back into the Red Spore Caverns with some new guidance from Orenthor to head to the Myconids. It's here that you found a settlement called the Oldenary Sovereign, and it was here that you met with a bunch of crazy mushroom people, including Goldoop. And where did I say these things? Ah, here they are. Yeah. And you wowed a small Myconid boy or girl, who knows what it is, with some pretty basic bits of adventuring here. And with that, they asked you to return their the person who's missing was Hosby, not the little boy. They asked you to return this lost Sporling called Hosby, who they suspect had been whisked away by these foul scorpion-like people. You said that you would be willing to help, although you didn't really have any obligation to. But you know, they were kind to you, and out of the goodness of your hearts, you're willing to take on this venture. So you now know the location of Mogzanor, the Pale Scholar. He lives in the northeast of the caverns, across the Effervescence swamps. They said if you're heading there, you need to be aware of the beast with lightning breath. But I think for now you guys were planning to go and track down this Sporling, or are you going to this Pale Scholar?
We hadn't decided, have we?
We hadn't decided.
Okay, so let's kick it off where you guys you've just had a rest in the Oldenary Sovereign, and while here you were provided with these very comfy, spongy, almost like memory foam, you know, this dense mushroom material that's laid out in sheets that you were able to have a nice rest on. We'll say that we'll delete your exhaustion points for now. And in the morning, you awake and cobble together some of your rations and have a little chat about where you're going to be headed and what you're going to do. So take it away, boys.
Take it away, toys.
So as I'm kind of like pulling apart a mushroom stalk, like a cheese string, to eat, I say, so the thing I don't understand is, why are we actually going to rescue this Sporling? What's in it for us? Information about the Pale Scholar? Can't we just find out and go directly to him? What do we owe this mushrooms?
Naturally, Enoch, you just think about what's in it for you. However...
Look, mate, we've just had 2 people die. If we don't have to go and rescue a fucking mushroom, I say we don't rescue the mushroom.
I can't argue with that logic. However, this kind race has opened their home to us and shown us the greatest of hospitality. The least we could do is at least investigate.
And from my experience, it is wise to have a favour from the Myconids under your belt when traversing the caves. They live all over, and their assistance can be greatly valuable. I agree, we don't need to, but if it's something we think we can do, it'll probably be worth it.
Well, and even for your simple mind, Enoch, there may very well be some kind of reward in it for us.
Well, now you're talking my language. So, we going up to the northwest of the caverns then to investigate. Gotta say, this beast with lightning breath doesn't fill me with confidence.
No, that's on the way to the Pale Scholar.
Oh, okay.
Guess. Oh, sorry. No.
I think they're both northwest though.
So these guys are kind of straight north. These beasts and Husby, and then the Pelscore's in the northwest.
East.
Northeast. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you'd be heading north. Yeah, north.
What's the race that they're supposedly holding this spawning? Remind me.
Clincarli.
Oh.
No.
Well, yeah. So
We don't know what they are, but we know they're called the
okay.
Clincarli.
Okay, but I thought he said that they.
Oh, did he say?
No, he said that they were.
He did
Oh,
call
so
it
we
the
can
Clincarli.
find
Yeah,
it.
because we had trouble saying it.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
true.
this,
Oh, I did
these
say it, so
these
yeah.
are the people that I've had the experience
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Okay.
Advancements in Gesh's backstory. He suddenly remembers something.
Yeah, so it's wise that we, if we're to try and free the spawning, it's wise that we first attempt to reason with the Clincarli. They are fearsome warriors, and they could very well be our downfall.
How how big is this small spalling? Do you reckon? Do you reckon he's pocket-sized?
Probably about the same size that Delictu was.
Oh, I see. So tiny.
Why?
I say I was 1 inch taller.
Why are you interested in the size of poor Hosby?
Well, it might seem a bit unorthodox, but I would say we go in, we put him in a pocket or a sack, and we go out. Nice and quiet, no one's any wiser.
Well,
I'm sure Hosby would prefer being in a sack than being surrounded by scorpions.
So the mechanics say that I'm the only person that's allowed to ride Dragos, but
Bullshit.
is that
Yeah, it's bullshit.
nice? Wow.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Well, we
He's
could
a
always
physical
use
But they
use
have to
our
stay within 30
our
feet.
baby dragon here, and I sort of gesture to Dragos, and he like
Dragos can't.
flaps his wings and
Go-
breathes
go
a little
far
bit
away.
of fire in the
Yeah.
air.
Well,
We could
me,
we could
do
certainly
Can I say that I
Extract
use
him
the
on.
fire breath to light a glow stick while we're having this conversation? I just reach out and just...
What's the range distance that you can be away from Dragos?
60 feet.
60 feet. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it disappears.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I guess he wasn't flying around those mountains the other day.
And then I like re-summon him. He's like, "Wee!"
And then our ritual.
Please no, don't do it again.
I was just sprinting down the mountains. I'm doing the legs.
Freedom! Freedom!
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So how are we going to play that mechanic then?
Well, he can only be 60 feet away.
okay, fine.
I'll say that in like pure roleplay situations, we'll have to say he can fly around a bit.
Cool. Okay.
But like from like when mechanics are concerned, we'll keep.
Could it carry like a small thing?
Oh yeah, I'd say that he can. Yeah, I'd say that any of you could hop on him. He
Cool.
might not like it very much, but
Provided that he stays within range.
Yeah.
Cool.
You said we should attempt to reason with the Tlinkali. Do you know if they are ones who would be accepting to discourse? They sound rather fearsome.
Are they accepting
Make
to
some shit
discourse? Oh, okay. Well, a clan that I encountered back in the White Wilds, they were rather hostile, but then, as were we in my party too, their leader was somewhat diplomatic, so maybe their leader could be the same. But the only way to find out is by certainly attempting to be political first and not leading with violence.
My thought, I don't want to lead with violence either, Gesh. My thought is that if these Tlinkali have abducted this mushroom and the Myconids can't get it back through diplomacy, why would they respond to our request for diplomacy?
Have the Myconids attempted diplomacy with the Tlinkali?
Well, my point is they haven't even tried because they know it's futile.
Do they know it's futile? Have they just not sent anyone there for fear of death?
Well, then they're fucking pussies.
Well, you know full well
it's
that
up to
the
Well,
Myconids...
they are mushrooms.
The Myconids don't fight, Enoch, you know that. They're spongy, and I just poke one of them in the face.
Just tear a hole. Yeah. Load of spores pop out of its head and it kind of totters backwards and it's got a smile on its face.
You see my point? They're just glad to be involved.
I do, Gesh.
Well, even if diplomacy doesn't seem to be an option, we have a lot of sneaky ways of extracting a small creature.
Indeed. I believe honesty first, and if not, you are free to deceive them as you please.
Okay.
Nice. So with that, you guys gather your things and are ready to head off.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Got to have a bit of discussion.
I love it.
I know.
That's a bit shit.
Well, yeah.
are we getting
Cool, yeah.
getting an error?
No, just this. Moral's phone for some reason doesn't remember the zoom level, so every now and then it resets and shows what the whole thing.
Really wide.
How wide is the
This
camera?
glitchy or something.
Pretty wide.
Like my laptop to.
Oh, you just changed
Yeah.
that.
Thanks for showing me your stat sheet of your new character. Oh, yeah. That's...
Pretty wide.
It's a bit wank.
should we turn it slightly so that it... Or do you just not want the kitchen in there?
Move it closer.
Oh, it's a bit
That's
like
okay.
It's
We'll sort it
busy.
out.
Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sort it out next session.
Yeah, we'll live with it.
You guys probably slightly regretfully leave this sanctuary of safety, and
However, my Gesh certainly notices that his guts thank him for it.
yeah, and you guys head down this fungal path with Myconids kind of busying around your feet, as they're all a lot less timid compared to your original approach. You see that as you move down the hillside, it's actually a lot more busy than it was on the way up. You know, there's Myconids carrying shit around and you know, chatting away to each other, or like, you know, they'd be doing gesticulation, that kind of thing, but as you communicate through spores. You find as well that you're before, when you had all this like noise of conversation, laughter buzzing around in your head, that's kind of dissipated as you've sort of adjusted to how this mode of communication actually works. You want to say something?
I was going to say, as we're leaving, we're walking past like a particular group of very small sporlings. I'll take an arrow out of my quiver and I'll just give it to them.
Nice, yeah. Don't need them really, do you?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a gesture, isn't it?
You see that like as you're walking away, you hear like a bit of like a yelp through the spores. And you turn to see, and one of them's just poked the arrow through the other one's arm, and it's just like, and just like pulls it out, and like the spores just kind of puff out, jabs it into the other one.
Are they still smiling?
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Oh, right, okay.
They can't feel any pain.
Well, they can, but you know, there's like probably. Well, I mean, you don't know why, but there's basically like there'd be certain parts of them which are like more and less sensitive. So,
Sure.
say you were to cut one in half, that would be pretty miserable. But a little
Like
poke
across
from
the
an
top
arrow is
or
not too
something,
bad.
yeah.
Because fungi are so weak, they'd be dropping off and bumping themselves, and chunks would come off them and stuff. Yes, and you make your way down back into the area where these glowing red mushrooms take over, making your way towards the forest.
I gotta say, I'm gonna be pleased to not see the colour red for a while.
Indeed. I'm longing to be above ground once more, but our quest is before us.
You do realise, Gesh, that you are red.
Yes, well, get used to it. But at least in this light, everything is also red.
Oh, of course. Sure.
And it's sort of, you know, you guys are starting to get a little bit tired as you've made your way sort of into you're like nearing the area of larger forest mushrooms. And as you're walking along the path you're taking, you see this fairly large toad just kind of like hops over and kind of stands in front of you with some level.
How big is large?
Probably about this big.
Okay.
It's almost got a slight knowledge behind its eyes, a slight knowingness. And
just take an arrow.
I thought it was Will.
And as it hops over, you see it kind of looking at you guys as you approach. It just pauses for a moment and then says, "Greetings," and you will stood slightly taken aback for a moment.
Fuck me, a talking toad.
Greetings, little toad thing. How goes it?
Well, I owe a debt to your friend Orenthor, and it is time it was paid. I bring to you an ally from the Fae. If you don't mind for a moment. He kind of opens his mouth quite wide. At first it looks like a yawn, and his mouth just kind of extends larger and larger. And after a moment or two, there's this slight orange glow which kind of bursts out of its mouth, and this ringed purple portal kind of appears just in front of it. And after a moment...
All three of us run and dive through it.
You see...
Get me out of there.
Will does the whole quest by himself.
You see, stepping out of it is this kind of majestic golden stag, and either atop it or alongside it comes another form that you see. Would you like to describe your character?
Yes. So I am. Unfortunately, I can't get onto my hero forge. I could just show you, but yeah. So I'm about 5'7" ish. 6'6". No, I'm like pale green skin, leafy green hair that comes down. I've got around my neck is a amulet, but it's just like looks like glass. There's no colour to it. And I have this kind of shimmering armour on. You can't quite. They wouldn't know what it's made out of, right?
Probably not. No.
Probably not. You can't quite tell what's going on, but it's all this different colours and shades of green. I have on my left.
Does it look very similar to your skin?
Different colours.
Okay.
I'm quite a pale green. My armour.
So the
and
texture,
version.
or
Oh no, it's all like very leafy and stuff.
okay.
My in my left hand, I guess actually it would be on my back. On my back, I've got a black shield that has like green leafy bits going down it, and then at my side is in a black scabbard with a white handle, quite an elegantly carved sword.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry, where are we? I thought we were going to be in the caverns.
You're
We
on
are.
Caverns.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're in the Red Sport Caverns.
We left on
fine.
the third.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine.
No, we
I thought
just
you said
left
that
the
you weren't
Myconid
in the-
stronghold, but
The
we're
Myconid
still.
stronghold's in the
Is
Red
it-
Sport
yeah,
Caverns,
yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I thought you said you were excited not to be around Red again or something.
That was. We're keen to be. I said I was keen to be.
Yeah,
above
Oh,
ground.
okay, fine.
And yeah.
Okay, fine. And so yeah, so I'm kind of sat atop this golden stag with just like the fur is just like shining, like beautiful, and it's got these massive antlers that go up, and they're in and amongst the antlers are lots of moss and like leafy twigs and stuff like that. But it doesn't look like it's not like it's overgrown and it's a mistake. It's kind of almost part of it. You can't really tell where the antler finishes and the moss begins. And yeah, so that's me.
Are you wearing a helmet?
No.
What colour's your hair?
Green, leafy
green,
Is
yeah.
it long?
Yeah, it's quite long.
Okay.
This big old plait that comes down. It's annoying. I can't show you. But
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, it's a woman as well.
Yes.
She's a female.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
So yeah, this elegant woman comes striding out of the portal, and first reactions.
Yeah, so she's gonna kind of she's just like looking around, amazed at the area that she's in. She kind of jumps down off her stag, and she doesn't really pay you guys much attention at the moment. She's just kind of looking around. She's like, need to think about the voice. She's kind of
Maybe
like,
whether you practiced it or not.
Just do a slightly higher voice.
yeah, she's kind of just thinking. You kind of hear her mumble under her breath. She's saying, it's very. She's talking about how it's exactly how she pictured it, how she'd imagined it, and she's like, she's kind of. She is kind of.
She
sorry.
is you.
Do you want,
Yeah.
Be
do you want to
her.
handle it? Like, are you
First person?
kind of looking around, kind of like a bit, like kind of amazed, and then
Yeah, a bit completely shocked. I go and
There
go and I'm looking at these mushrooms. Really, again, not really paying you guys a huge amount of attention. Looking at the ground, which is all rock, I'd assume, right? Yeah, it's all rock.
Around.
Yeah. And she's kind of going, oh, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just to say, use your voice, but slightly higher pitch. Just do that.
It's exactly how Mother said. And then she's kind of looking at the things, and she turns around and she finally gives you guys like a good. I finally give you guys like a good look down, and I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners?" And I kind of step forward and step in front of you guys so you can properly see me, and I go, "My name is Pilana Immeril, Green Knight of the Fey Wild, and I am very pleased to make your acquaintance." And I kind of curtsy, and then after a second, I kind of snap out of that like very proper and prim moment, and I rush forward and I give Gesh a massive hug, and I go, "You must be Gesh, and you must be Dorwin, and you must be Enoch. I'm so excited to meet all of you. Orenthor's told me so much about you all."
Wow.
Yep, that's right. I'm Dorwin.
Wow. Firstly, thank you for your introduction, but please step away for a moment. That is, and I bow when I say I am Gesh Gradenor. That is some steed you have there.
That is name to be decided.
Staggy
Gold
McStagface.
Yeah, I need to think of a name for
Sure.
And would the steed recognise what I've said?
Yes. In fact, it would kind of almost give you a bit of a bow.
And this is mine, and I gesture to Dragos, and Dragos also bows, not to whatever you said her name was. I've already forgotten. Pilana. But very much to the steed.
Okay.
And I
cool.
think like kind of fancies the steed a little bit.
That's a Train Your Dragon moment. And this is mine. I pull out some bacon. You spoke to Orenthor. How?
Actually, it's kind of weird. I've been seeing these visions my whole life. Little smatterings in dreams of a great dragon talking to me, telling me of a great quest that he needed to send me upon. Where is Orenthor? I would love to speak to him.
Much desire to speak.
I'll to open my pack, and I'll get the gem, and I'll say, "Here is all that's left of Orenthor. He has been long dead."
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I thought I was gonna meet a dragon. I was very excited.
As you're saying that, you just hear in your head, "It's still a pleasure to meet you, Milan."
In my head.
Yeah, so
okay,
what you're
cool.
kind of used to, but
Yeah. I kind of look at the thing, at the rock, the gem, and I'm like, I go over. You're holding it, yeah?
Yeah. How do you spell your name?
Pilanna.
P-I-L?
Yeah, Pilana.
Pilanna.
I would have put loads of money on it being P-E-L.
Pilanna.
I typed I.
Did you? Oh, really?
So I go over to the gem and I'm like, Orenthor, how did you ever get in there?
my soul was trapped within this gem long ago. For a time, my thoughts were not my own, but I have escaped the curse, although my body is left in this form.
That's such a shame. Will you ever get your body back?
I don't see how that could be possible, but I'm forever hoping. My bones are desecrated in a crypt far from here. Should you ever visit, you'll see for yourself.
Wow, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry. It's the way of life. Anyway, I'm getting rather tired. It was a pleasure to meet you in person, Pilana, but speaking rather takes it out of me.
I am already in my pajamas.
It's night here.
It's always night.
It's like a a cockatoo. Put a blanket over him. He just goes to sleep.
And I doff my hat and say, Polana, it's nice to meet you. The name's Enoch, and over there is Darwin.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Orenthal hadn't described you.
Well, classic Orenthal, really, isn't it?
Clearly sees the Dragonborn as the more superior race to you, goblin kind.
What?
But I love you.
Dragos
really.
dons his hood. Sorry.
Well, yes, that.
Yeah, but
is-
I do.
that-
I said at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
okay.
And I just kind of roll my eyes and I go, so uncivilized. You'll find that me and Darwin are the brains of the operation, and I look round and I say, looks like we also got the looks as well.
That's definitely true.
So Orenthal told you the details of our quest, did he? You know about the cult?
Yes, Krodratech, yes. I'm very excited to meet them.
Oh gosh. Well, that makes one of us.
Excited is not the word I would use when we're going to encounter them in the future.
We've met them once before and they were certainly dangerous. I see you've got a sword. I assume you can handle yourself in battle?
Yes, as I said, I'm a Green Knight of the Feywild. I have spent my whole life being trained up.
Ah, perfect. What is it the Green Knights protect?
So for me, my oath means that I protect all that is natural and all that is beautiful in any realm.
You and I could be well acquainted with when searching for herbs.
Oh, good, a herb collector.
Maybe talk about where you're headed, what you're up to now, and everything.
Yes. Do you want to?
Well, Polana, at the moment, we are on our way to rescue, on our noble quest to stop the cult Croconus. We are on our way to rescue a mushroom.
A mushroom?
Yes, and
Wow.
if you truly love all that is green in the world, you will. You'll do the
I'm
same.
liking it to be precise.
I'm liking it to be precise.
Would I have
but
heard of Myconus? No.
no.
Okay.
I would say as well, in your realm as well, with mushrooms, some of them are very good and normal mushrooms, but also some mushrooms are incredibly evil.
Oh.
Some
Okay.
They're
Okay.
called red caps, and they're like these horrible little men.
Oh.
Yeah, they like have sickles and they want to drink your blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming this isn't just any kind of mushroom.
Well,
Because there's lots around.
well, I mean, those kind of mushrooms, as I smirk, as Gash found
Look at
out,
me.
aren't really too good for the old digestive tract.
Certainly not for a dragonborn.
I snicker. I say we sought sanctuary in the Myconid colony, and in return for delivering one of their sporlings that was abducted by the Klinkali, they've agreed to provide us with information regarding the Pale Scholar.
Well, they've actually given you all the information on Pale Scholar.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
They said
Yeah,
they said
we know
they
where
might
he
just
is.
have
We're
it
doing
all,
this-
and then
It's
Oh,
backwards.
Doing this as a kindness.
Oh, we're
We're
doing this as a
doing it
kindness.
because they gave us the information.
Yeah. So, as you can see,
Okay, fine.
my companion Enoch here is clearly best pleased with doing something out of the kindness of his heart, I say very sarcastically. However, these Myconid people are somewhat pacifists, and they have no skill in battle, and so we are acting on their behalf to try and return a sporling to them.
Well, this sounds like a very noble quest. I'd be happy to tag along if you'd help me. If you'd let me.
Certainly, someone with a true moral compass, and I sort of shoot a look at Enoch. I say, would be most welcome to join our party.
You've still got the Thrasher's flesh in your teeth as you're saying this.
We
Are you a sir? Would you be a sir? As a knight?
Pretty sure he'd be a
Probably.
lady.
But like, it's the Fae, you know.
Sure.
Be Sir Polana, maybe.
Sure.
People might find it weird.
Lady Polana, surely. Like,
No.
no?
Yeah, because a
A
knight's
knight
a
would
knight.
never be a lady.
Well, that's only
If you
because
were, if you were
in
like,
traditional or medieval times,
And
a
now.
woman couldn't be a.
And now,
Knights don't exist now.
the knighthood.
you can
Yeah,
get
if
knight.
you're-
Knighted by
Oh
the
no,
king.
you're a
No,
dame.
you're a dame then. Not
That's
a sir.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're a dame.
Yeah.
You'd be a dame. You'd be Dame Polana.
No, I want to be a sir.
I quite like the idea of the Fae being like, if you're a knight, you're a because
Yeah.
the women
Sure.
are kind of more powerful in the Fae anyway. So
Whatever you want.
Well, we recently lost 2 dear friends, and our fighting force has been subdued somewhat. So any help you could give us would go a long way in aiding us.
You see, as I kind of take that information in, you see the colours of my hair and stuff change a little bit. It becomes a little bit more reddy. Just a little hint of like things shifting, and I kind of take a moment to like put my hand on your arm, on your shoulder, and I say, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss.
Thank you. It was definitely a shock to all of us. But our
Agreed. We lost the most noble bard in all of the kingdoms.
Yes, and that barbarian companion of ours was also a true ally and is sorely missed.
However, our Orenthor's quest is too important to be fettered by our mere mortal issues, so we do what we can to continue.
nice. And with that, you begin making your way through the Red Spore caverns. You eventually get to this area of extreme overgrown jungle. I imagine Polana's kind of like taking it all in.
Yeah,
Maybe-
she's gonna freak out when she sees that.
Sure.
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Do you want to do it, or you just want to say that?
Like it would just be like she'll kind of. So what kind of like trees and everything?
Yeah,
in
so
the Red Spore
there'd be like tree height mushrooms with smaller ones and like slime molds.
Oh,
and things
okay,
like that growing
fine.
everywhere.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant like an actual jungle.
Oh
type
no,
thing.
it's all mushroom jungle.
Yeah, I mean she's still gonna be like, or I am still gonna be, very just confused, taking it all in, probably like touching all the different ones and seeing if they do anything and stuff like that. But.
Would it be fair for me to say that maybe the guys sometimes notice you like, occasionally doing things that are a little bit like dangerous in an element of naivety, or are you fairly switched on with that kind of thing?
I mean, there's not a huge amount I can be doing dangerous.
No, but maybe like sometimes like excitedly straying from the path or something, and like
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe like.
Want to get on top of a mushroom?
Yeah,
to see
jumping on a
thing.
mushroom and like hopping from the top of these big mushrooms from one to the other, and kind of maybe sometimes almost falling, but not kind of laughing away the whole time, not really taking it seriously.
I assume your stag followed you.
Yeah, he would just be like walking alongside you guys.
it's
Yeah.
not
I'm
really
picturing the stag. Does it kind of have a pretty consistent air of nobility about it? Is it quite like,
Yeah,
distinguished?
he's pretty refined and
Yeah.
like very like graceful as he moves. And
Yeah. So as you guys are doing this, and occasionally having to sort of be like, "Ooh, Polana, we should stay away from this and stuff," and like trying to keep everything on track. You get to the area where those roughly, where looking at your map, you're at the point where you think those frog creatures are and their potential settlement. So having to take precautions to ones that you saw in the glade.
Yeah.
So you're taking precautions to avoid them. Perhaps you see Gesh uttering some incantations and casting Pass Without Trace or something.
Cool.
Sorry, what are these?
So there was a period where Enoch spotted a group of these like frog creatures like ripping apart a carcass of a creature in this glade in the jungle. And then since getting the map and learning more about the world, you know that there's this sort of settlement of them nearby that are quite fearsome,
Okay.
and to be avoided.
Okay. upon seeing them, Polana's just going to go running straight towards them.
Oh well, it's not that you haven't seen one.
Oh, okay,
They've
fine,
just
fine,
said
fine.
like there's these creatures nearby and we're skirting around them kind of thing.
Got you. Okay.
Is there something you want to role play with that? Or are you happy? Or
No,
sure,
no, that's fine.
Sure. So as you guys, you're kind of interested to see this. I mean, magic's pretty commonplace for you, but even so, seeing magic in the material plane, for example, is a bit like whoa, like it's all a bit new.
Yeah.
You guys continue heading north, and after a few days of travel, you make it out of this.
Can I just say on those few days of travel, like seeing how sort of how noble and composed your steed's acting, like Dragos like very much tries to imitate and like copy, because he's obviously naturally so unorthodox and a bit sort of like clumsy almost, and is just like trying to imitate like walking properly and, and like constantly like shooting a look over, seeing if he's going to get any recognition.
Shall we say that while we're walking, just for the sake of some role play, are there any any questions that you'd be firing to Polana and vice versa and stuff, just for the sake of getting the character involved and everything? If you can think of anything.
Yes, so
Perhaps on the camp one evening or something.
Yeah, cool. Could you tell us more about your service as a knight? It seems that you compose yourself despite your forthcoming, emotion. You seem to be of nobility, and the emblems and the crests that you have seem to be very well carved. And are you belonging to a house of any kind?
Yes. Well, my parents are both quite high up in the Sealy court. I was kind of raised to maybe take their place one day.
Dorwin, can you give me a quick Arcana check? Or history, actually. Give me a history.
24.
24. Okay, so you know that the Sealy Court is basically like the highest level of royalty in the Fae. They're well known for kind of being the arbiters of what's right and wrong in the Feywild, and they're very much commonplace in very old stories, and they pop up regularly in the history of various points around the material plane. They were also back in the day, they were kind of the first people who agreed to even send elves into the material plane to help with this demon invasion from long ago. So to you, this is like very, very shocking.
Wow.
Very shocking. Yeah.
The Sealy Court, you say? That certainly is a responsibility, if nothing else. Did you tell your family of your reasoning for leaving the Feywilds?
Well, my parents know, but my family, yes. I never really wanted to take a position in the Sealy Court. That's not really for me.
You sought motivation elsewhere.
I don't know. Yeah,
Warren
Can you
Thorpe?
maybe say what your mother said about this place and a bit, or did you not want to talk
No,
about
I
it?
don't-
I thought you were saying that Orenthor's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Orenthor's call swayed you to give up your birthright.
well, not you.
Or postpone.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've never really liked being a part of the court. I never really wanted to follow that route. So the second I heard about this incredible adventure to this unknown world, I kind of lapped it up.
Well, there's certainly a lot here for you to see. Have you spent much time in the material plane before?
No, this is actually my first ever time. I spent my whole life in the Feywild.
Well, let us show you around.
You're in a particularly bad place.
Well, as keen as you are for adventure, I apologise if this is somewhat offensive, but have you any battle experience?
I asked this. She was like a knight for ages.
Yeah, but you could sort of be a royal knight. Of like
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like
Like-
actual battles.
I have found myself in sticky situations sometimes that I've had to use my training to get out of, but never a full-on battle.
Well, let's hope you survive what's to come. We will certainly do our best to welcome you into our party, but we need to know we can rely on you.
I like that, Polana. Don't bother listening to Gesh. He's just a humble foot soldier.
I certainly am now alongside you, Enoch.
Well, that makes me your general.
I don't know I agree with that statement, but you say what you wish.
So you've never seen a pitched battle. So what? Neither have I, and I know how to handle myself.
Indeed you do.
Aren't you like 4 years old?
And I just go,
Just a baby!
I'm just a baby. Pipe down, you fucking child.
So, okay, yeah. I don't. I sound everybody making jokes about him being young, but it's important to know that Dragonborn, even though they are a very, very young race, like they mature very quickly, and so I am yeah.
And it's important for you to understand that Enoch thinks you're 4.
Are you actually 4?
No.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
Like 14.
Oh.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, Enoch
Yeah.
thinks you're a teenager.
Yeah,
and
okay.
you know.
We'll just forever use that against me. Yeah, fine.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Enoch doesn't care how quickly Dragonborn's mature. You're a teenager.
I got a walking stick, like, you fucking child.
I do have a cane.
As you guys press on through the Red Spore Caverns, Pilana, you are starting to kind of clock, especially with these guys' input. This is more like the darker parts of the Feywild, and perhaps your initial excitement is kind of you're having to forcefully reserve it to be professional in a place which is similar to places you've been before in terms of the potential risk. But you still have this underlying excitement, and because you know you can handle yourself, you also kind of want to still look around, but you sort of shouldn't, as you would have been instructed by your superiors in the past in these kind of places.
Sure.
So yes, after another few days travel, you guys leave this jungle, and you're kind of met with this much darker, kind of unpleasant sort of wasteland where large rocks jut out. Do you have dark vision? Cool. Where these large rocks are kind of jutting out all over the place, and you often feel like you're being watched as the path kind of disappears sometimes and reappears in other places. Sometimes you have to spend half an hour, like trying to get yourself back on track, because it's pretty hard to get any semblance of compass direction in this place, obviously, because there's no natural indicators.
Any exhaustion?
Why doesn't everyone give me a Constitution save?
Why would you ask that?
It's in keeping with the
Realism.
game, isn't it? Yeah.
Also, Gesh will be fine.
No, I'm not. I've got to roll a 9.
1.80. Nice. Still pretty thrilled.
19.
You're good.
20 total.
22. So,
Miss, do we have homework?
How you do?
okay, yeah. So Gesh, you're starting to feel a little bit haggard.
I say from,
Maybe
like trying to
maybe
meet.
Enoch snuck a little bit of mushroom into his rations. So he's not enough to give him the full shits, but he's feeling like
Feeling
a bit rough.
And also, it's probably, I imagine it would probably be on Gesh to try and like relocate, as that's kind of.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Could I I would be scouting, so I would be particularly like having to work particularly hard, and so that would make sense. Following the path, there's a little while. After a little while, you see in the distance, you're now getting close to the actual edge of the cavern itself. It's kind of pretty hard to make out, given that the range of your dark vision. I'll say normally you can't see past a certain point, but I'll say for the sake of this that you can see a little bit. So you're getting to the wall of the cavern, so you're kind of in the far north now.
and basically there's like a few of these hanging red lights around, and you can see these silhouettes of these quite large beasts, which are the silhouettes are kind of cast as they're carrying these lights, and they're kind of busying around. You can see in the distance these scuttling legs kind of moving around the place, and you know, some of them are carrying, like pulling these large wagons, and there's just various movement going on. You assume this is the Klinkali mines. Their form is familiar to you and slightly disturbing.
Do we see them? We
Yes.
see the actual things.
Yes, you can see them. I'd say that you're maybe like kind of behind some rocks, kind of like Frodo Sam style, kind of like
Sure.
watching them do their thing.
Do you want to grab the model?
I'll use a spell slot to do cut pass without trace as well, because we've obviously been using it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll use the spell slot. You know what? I can do that. No. But then I'll use that. Cool.
Ooga.
I've got the two painted ones too, which we can use when it comes to it.
Yeah, just for thingies.
For the time being. Here you are. Will, and
Fucking you.
here's
Is that
what you're
the
looking
shield?
at.
Shield and some other stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit! So sick.
Oh, they've got like helmets. I was like, is that?
That's
that's
just their
part of their
natural
body.
carapace.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
But it looks like a helmet.
So you
Got you.
That's because it's true.
I'll sketch up a battle map so you can decide how you want to approach the situation. I'll say it's necessary.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, you got the.
Ooh,
Let's get
careful with the spears.
Oh, did I? Really?
that one bad painted. I haven't highlighted the other one.
Damn it.
Every time.
Every time I just need to clean this fucking thing. Alright, role play amongst yourselves as you see this cave in the distance, and you assume. So yeah, I'll just describe real quick exactly what else you're looking at. So you can see this movement around. There's these kind of little kind of like mud huts around they seem to have made, and then but there's kind of like rocks poking out everywhere, and they've got lights kind of dotted around, these like red glowing lights, and they seem to be kind of coming in and out of this cave, which is quite a wide opening. It's very like rocky and disturbed, and it kind of descends down. To you, Gesh, this is like, you know, fairly reminiscent of like where you've seen them in the past too.
How do you spell Klinkali?
Tlinca.
Yeah.
Double Li.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll say that. Can I say that while we've been travelling over like the past couple of days, and after being entrusted with this task from the Myconids, I'll explain to all three of you about my previous experience with the Klinkali. And I'll sort of say, back in the White Wilds, I worked alongside a Minotaur mage to seek freedom for Dragos, and we were tasked with. I actually don't know what we were tasked with. I can't remember. Well, we haven't written it yet. But,
You had to get in there to find a gem, right?
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes, and their form is. Would you guys, any of you guys know anything about the Klinkali at all?
No.
No, not really.
Okay, well, I'll just explain what they look like and how they act. How do they act?
Yes, I can
quite-
see what they look like. I'm looking right at one.
Quite.
Staring at me? Or are you staring at that? Is that Enoch being sarcastic and looking at me? Or is
Well, I'm being sarcastic. Just
Yeah,
describing
you
what
can.
they look like. I'm standing in front of one.
Move the bear.
I was saying
I'll
while
do
we're
my sketch
travelling,
first, actually, but keep it
It's
up.
dry it off maybe.
Oh,
I can feel water on my finger.
Yeah.
Can I have another beer while you're up, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, mate. Oh,
And you,
shit.
please.
No, you're doing that.
Oh, you go.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Anything else?
I'm good for now.
I'm alright for now.
Would you mind sticking a bit of water in the kettle and boiling it as well, please?
You're not having a tea, are you?
Oh, fucking hell. It's not 1 o'clock in the morning, so I can't have one yet.
Are you mad?
Oh, I've got my Huel hot and savoury to have for dinner.
Hot and savoury.
It's a new thing that they're doing. I've not tried it yet.
This
Still
is
loaded it.
gross.
Yeah. No, it's
It
not.
looks
No, it's
pretty
not just
nice
the
from the
powder. They
thing.
actually do like pasta and stuff.
It's like
Ah.
got actual food in it.
Oh,
it's like a
so
dog.
it's not Huel anymore.
It's
Then.
like-
It's just
Well,
food.
it's like a pot noodle, but it's all made of like plants and it has all. It's a nutritionally complete meal still.
Right. Okay. Fair.
Supposedly.
Fair.
And like, yeah, you do it for like however long and then leave it, and then it obviously.
It's quite jokes that the whole thing was we make this thing that's not food, but it's like fuel for
I know.
humans, and now we're just
And now
making
they're doing
food.
food.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Huh. Turns out this thing that everyone's been eating for 2,000 years. Turns out that's pretty good, actually.
Probably 200,000.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what
I was
were
gonna
you eating
Yeah, yeah.
2001 years ago?
Huel.
It's all this time. Yeah, well, I mean, dust.
Jesus actually made it. It was one of his, it was one of his
Jesus
miracles.
made Hugh.
He turned bread and fish into Huel.
What are we doing with this, Jesus? You took actual food.
It was delicious. Now it's mush.
And now it's dust.
Yes, but if you mix it with water and leave it for a few hours, you
It
can
turns
drink
back
it.
to slightly worse than the original form.
I do weightlifting Jesus turning water to fuel instead of. Right, I'm gonna get the. Where's the box of goodies? Oh, there it is.
Dan, can you reach it?
Yeah, grab it.
Careful with the. Ooh, careful with
It's alright. I've got a good spatial awareness.
the. Doubt that.
Everybody's got better spatial awareness than you, alright?
Are you joking?
You're the one that's always kicking cables and shit.
Mate, when we were sitting over there,
Yeah, yeah,
you
right.
would slam into that.
About 10 times.
Yeah, every single session. What are you talking about? What are these?
Rocks.
No, what are these?
Oh, mud huts.
Ah.
I really want them. Got to get some scenery soon.
Savage.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, no, as in this just doesn't say mud hut to me.
Oh, I see. I think.
Not the.
These
These
are
are
cool. These are awesome.
Those are great.
Oh, those things are they're amazing.
Look at that, is it an upturned cart? Is it a mushroom? Oh, who knows?
It's a rock. That's the last time I paint some foam things. Okay, give me a
Wait,
mini.
You painted these?
You put effort into these.
So much effort. Okay, give me a mini, boys.
Me what?
I don't have
What do you want?
In one of those boxes.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that box.
Not the top, yeah, that one.
They're fucking big boys, aren't they? Are they, how big are they? The Clincardi?
They're to scale.
That is to scale. Fuck.
They're big boys.
Shit. What's they like fucking
They're like
15
9.
foot? When they're
Nah, your guy's like up to here. He's like
Oh,
9
okay,
feet,
right,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
that's- Yeah, but I was just sort of imagining if he like reared up. Because obviously if Gesh is like...
Lengthwise,
Yeah.
probably 15, 20 foot with the tail.
Beastie pincers.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, actually, they probably are slightly because they're not going to be 5, 10. Oh, maybe they are. It would be 10 feet across.
Put a Gesh down. Compare with that.
There's my baby.
Yeah, that's about right.
Like, yeah, maybe a tiny bit big, but the actual body is like similar in scale, you know. It's just
Oh,
got
that's
big old
nice.
legs.
Yikes.
I did make one that was. Oh, did we lose the little one?
Mate, he looks so sick.
Hey?
He literally looks so fucking good.
Leaves the little one what?
It's annoying because now I have more paint, so I can make me look even sicker.
Well, why not?
Well, because I'd have to start over.
Oh, could you not paint on top of that?
Well, I could, but to be fair, I could.
Then I suppose, like, if you've already put like some kind of coating over the top of it, have you not? It's very shiny though. Or just the paint.
Yeah,
So
just
literally
paint.
just paint on it.
I did see this thing the other day, this video of these guys that use like a TV built
Yeah.
into the table, and they have you do like
Yeah,
live
we've
things in it.
spoken about this.
I have a spare TV if we wanted to do that.
There you go.
Like a
That's the
spare
component we would potentially be
spare
missing if I was going to do
big
a
ass
table.
4K TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be pretty lit because
Focus
when I used to
4K monitor
play,
as well.
when I used
No,
to
no,
play,
but like a 45-inch massive
way.
fucking thing. Yeah, it's the one that I used to have.
TV?
Huh?
What are you doing with my TV?
Using it.
Oh, okay.
That's why my one,
Oh,
because my one's smaller than yours.
is it? Oh, fine.
It's like 40 something inches.
Okay.
Do you want to next session? Do you want to bring it over? We'll take it back, and I'll start fucking building a table for it.
Yeah.
I left my charger in the car. Has anyone got USB-C I can borrow?
Yeah, there's one there, or I've got one.
So,
What's this?
what's what?
Ah.
That's Will's character for now.
Huh.
It's got a sword and shield,
Yeah,
bit elf-like.
fair.
It's trash. I did like the shittest, just like just the shittest base coats. It's not been
It's
painted.
fucking trash.
Yeah.
Step the game up.
I have one of those Dragonborn.
Oh yeah, you could use that one for fair. It's green. Yeah. Yeah, use that one.
Okay.
It's a lot
Build
cooler.
a table for the TV.
Is it in your
for-
house?
Yeah, essentially. Like having the TV will be the motivation for me to do it as well, because we've been talking about like doing a table to play D&D with, but actually then having the TV ready and then it being me being the weakest link, having not done
Stop
the table.
taking things on that you can't
No.
you don't have time for.
Mate, I fucking built a fucking cabinet for Wales and it's sick and it's in now. I want another project.
Yeah, I need to do 8 months. No,
Actually, when I actually started, it only took me like 4 weeks.
see, that's the critical.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Actually starting it.
What we said. Oh, so we're behind here.
Yes. Yeah. I put you up there because you're really keen to look at what's going on.
Ooh, let's have a look. Ooh.
That's not me.
Oh.
That's
Wait.
not me.
Who's this then?
It's just
It's
a
just
random
I
NPC.
thought it's the painting.
Oh, fair. Oh, cool.
There's
Okay.
quite a few randomly painted ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to see them. Except for that one. Right. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are kind of looking at the situation.
Can I just say, you said you've dealt with these guys before, right? And they're definitely like evil.
In
I
character.
don't know. Are they?
They're-
I actually don't know.
So the mage you were with was like, these guys suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what I said earlier was that the leader that we dealt with initially was diplomatic, but then when shit like the all the guards and sort of the miners or whatever were almost kind of chomping at the bit when we first interacted with them, but the leader kept them, you know, on a leash in a way.
Okay.
So,
Well, if they're potentially nice, why don't we try talking to them?
Absolutely, I agree, Pilana. You first.
Okay.
Okay.
well, that was what we agreed. We agreed we would attempt diplomacy, and if that failed, then we would attempt to deceive our way through to save this spawning. If we could avoid fighting with them and maybe sneak by, that might be a good option.
Yeah, I mean, you know, looking at that thing, I definitely think friend. By the way, that was me just making a joke. I have no actual input. That was an unbiased joke.
What,
Yeah.
like the wagon of goody?
Yeah. What did I deceive you with that? Well,
It's a wagon
We all fit.
filled with magical items.
you guys just figured that out. They were going to give you them if you helped them.
Well, you didn't know
I
that.
assume that you see a cart that's broken down, full of good stuff, and a quite friendly drow, which is rare. But you might put two and two together and think, oh, maybe this thing's like a potential ally. Especially when they said, "Ooh, I'll tell them not to hurt you."
Yeah.
In the city. That's pretty.
We should murder those guys, I think.
I think I want them to go to.
You need to remember we
Didn't
don't
we-
follow logic
We
when we
did
play
try
D&D.
to help. There wasn't much we could do.
No,
We could.
Sort
We
of
didn't even
half
ask-
tried to help them, but we're also deceiving them, and then we're like, oh well, we can't go back. Dawn was like, he said he didn't know anyone else here. So then it was like, well, we can't really go back in. So we're like, oh, why did you lie? So it was fair enough.
Gotta kill them then.
So yeah, 100%. You left us no choice.
Well, ultimately ended up with a lick two dead, so
Yeah,
who
yeah.
lost out the most?
Tied.
Because Will's like, yeah, character.
So yeah, at the moment there's 3 of them. You see that big one there? He's kind of like saying a few
Can I
orders
say
to
that
those other ones which are carrying things around.
Can maybe put-
Do you
use
want to use the others?
Can I? I'm gonna put
The other
you.
ones were, yeah, pop that down instead of the other one if you want. Oh yeah, go on, yeah.
Actually.
Careful with the sword, I think he's...
Ooh, fucking hell. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna put all 3 of us on there because I know Enoch will want a vantage point as well. Well, naturally,
No, it's just I put them all there in a specific configuration, but it's okay.
Did you though?
No, I did, but it's, you're the players. I don't care. I was only messing around.
Because I assumed that. Well, I assumed I would obviously want to be in a vantage point. You being a ranged character, I thought you
Not
would
anymore,
too.
mate.
But no, not anymore. No, Oscar has his reasons.
I mean, they're all metal level as well.
Okay. Look at that fucking.
Bone whip.
Fucking whip, mate. Look at that fucking
Oh,
whip, mate.
sick. I didn't see that.
Jesus.
That's not painted yet.
Yeah, but just look at the
still
texture of
fucking
it.
cool, yeah.
And so is so say we take a moment to sort of observe them. How, I'm assuming that being the leader, how would the leader be treating the other
So pretty.
Quinkali?
Yeah, so pretty like fairly aggressively. He's like, you know, I mean, you can't. They're speaking in like clicks and smatters and stuff, but you can still see that they are like they're very quickly responding to what he's saying. He's kind of like every once in a while, kind of like flicking his whip, and they're sort of scuttling around, like doing their jobs as dutifully as they can. And occasionally, you will see that he does. He will go over and do some jobs himself. So yeah. Seems like
So
what you can see is that at the moment it's just like this bit of a mining operation going on. They're taking materials out of the cavern, and
It's the mine.
yeah, that's like an entrance to the mine there.
What then, are they sort of coming from the mine, carrying
They're
stuff?
scuttling in and coming out again.
Are they carrying anything as they're coming
Yeah,
out?
they're like taking wagons and things like that.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
That just looks like to be like ore rocks, you know, just grey rocks. So yeah, shall we? Do you guys want to like discuss a bit about the plan, or shall we do like initiative and do round by round, or shall we just role play for now?
Probably just roll play.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna
So if we
sidle up to
talk-
Dorwin, and I'm gonna say, I don't know about you, but I don't speak whatever their language is.
Me neither. I don't think they have a written script.
Yeah.
You speak so many languages.
Yeah, mate.
That's crazy.
Giga brain.
I give extra languages to wizards because I think it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
They've written a million trillion books.
Yeah.
I'll sort of turn to Polana and I'll say, as you can see by how their leader is treating the miners, they are a particularly hostile breed. So we must approach with caution.
I'm gonna say Enoch is gonna just sit down, and his eyes are gonna just glow white and then pitch black as Korvax takes to the sky.
Okay, yeah, nice, sure. And you're wanting to see?
I'm wanting to scout out. I'm gonna try and flit into the huts to see if we can find out where the Hosby is.
The Hosby.
The Hosby.
Oh, yeah.
The Hosby.
The Hosby.
The one and only.
Yeah. The
The name
Hosby
of
is
the
the name of
cave.
the market. It's the mushroom's name.
The
Got you.
Sure. So Korvax goes into these rooms and he sees that each of them are just kind of stacked. One of them stacked with loads of like food, loads of like meats and things that they've been able to scavenge from within the
Any bacon?
from within the Red Sport caverns.
bacon.
And in the other huts, you see that they're literally just packed with like these crates that are just full of like this rocky ore.
Rocky ore. Okay.
And oh no, you can't. You can't when you're sort of seeing through Korvax's eyes. Your eyes, you can't see anything.
Yeah, we'll play it like that.
Yeah,
It's too
okay,
easy
fine.
otherwise.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't. As in that you can't.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them,
okay, cool.
I'm confirming, sorry.
I was confirming by going.
Okay, well, party. What shall we do? Polana.
Well, I can safely say that the mushroom is not in any of those mud huts.
So where might they be keeping him?
Well, there's that dark tunnel leading into the mountain.
It seems weird to keep a hostage in a mine, however. Although maybe there's more to this mine than we
Meets
expect.
the eye. Well, I can say that those huts, they just look like storehouses, outhouses, simple buildings. There was no sign of any life that actually inhabited the buildings. So my guess is they're a subterranean species. I'll look at Gesh.
Indeed, they are. They only usually inhabit below ground, rather shallow to the surface, but still within caves.
But in my experience, dark creatures prefer the dark.
Well, there must be a reason that dear little Hosby is still alive, so maybe we can find out what it is they want in return.
I'm disinclined to negotiate with kidnappers, but if it's the will of the party, I won't stand in anyone's way.
Well, maybe Polana and I could attempt some diplomacy, and meanwhile, if you see things to be turning rather sour, you could maybe try and skirt your way into the mine and find our Hosby.
As another plan, I can make all of us invisible.
Well, why didn't you say so? Shall we do that?
No objections from me, mate. Shall we go and have a wander around this tunnel?
It would only last an hour though, and they can still hear us, so we'd need pass without trace to.
That is
to
fine. We can
improve our-
certainly attempt that.
Well, you've already cast it, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it lasts an hour, so I could
You
sort.
attacked about 4 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fine. So, yeah. Okay.
We attempt infiltration.
Do your thing, Dorwin.
Okay, cool. I just close my eyes, walk around, and touch each of you. As I grab you, you just vanish into thin air.
Nice. So you find that now.
Do we have to stay within a certain range of you? Or
No.
No.
You just have to touch us.
Yeah.
Sick.
Ooh.
How many people as well?
4.
Okay. So, what have we done with the steeds?
We'll just
Parked them.
yeah.
You know what?
I'd
Lash
say-
them up
Actually,
next to-
I'm Dragos. I've returned him to my trinket
Sure.
for this.
Cool.
I, having been a bit spooked by the brains that could see me when I was pretty confident that I was stealthed, I'd say we must still be on our guard. There are beasts and creatures that can detect even those that can't be seen with mortal eyes.
Indeed, we lost a dear companion to one, so I'm with you, Enoch. We must be careful.
One of the things as well is, of course, you do have to stay within range of Gesh with his pass without trace. But you're
How
still
far is that?
invisible. I think 60 feet around him. So pretty much the whole map, I think.
30 feet of me.
30 feet,
Ah.
sorry.
So that basically just gives you a +10 on your stealth. So you could still roll a stealth, but you just wouldn't have my advantage if you're outside of that range.
We can stay close.
Should we give our stealths then?
Yeah, so do them with
Should we roll
advantage
up?
because you're invisible, and then add 10 onto them too. So
Is it rocky terrain?
That's 20.
nice.
Also a nat 20.
Worthless.
Fucking
Really?
hell.
Oh, there's worthless nat.
You know what my stealth is for this round?
I'll say it succeeds for those two. You have to roll.
You know my stealth was 41.
Yeah.
What does that even look like?
Nothing.
Just you can just stroll.
He's like whistling, yeah.
They're like in combat.
You're just like
not
dancing
aware.
around all of these as
Take the
you're
slashes
going.
to the neck.
You're like, woo, woo!
Giving them wet willies as well.
I'll say that not so should combat arise, I'll say that with your nat 20s for the first round you'll still remain invisible. So normally when you attack you become not invisible. So I'll say that you've got an attack, will be invisible for another round. Just because nat 20s are good, aren't they?
As well as a surprise attack. If the.
Probably a surprise attack unless they anticipate it, obviously.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you guys are able to just walk straight through. So move your miniatures over. Maybe just you move one to represent all of you, I guess.
just as we're going past, Pilana's gonna like get kind of dangerously close.
Sure.
Just, like expecting them being like,
What-
No, remember the other ones can't see you.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see each other.
No.
Okay.
No.
Invisible.
Fine.
With all their holding hands. Yeah, you're kind of looking and you see these like pincers like picking up rocks and like filtering through them and then like sucking them away before it like scuttles off down the cave.
Legit mechanics question then.
Yeah.
Can we, as soon as we do go invisible, can you establish your psionic message thing with the three of us to make sure that we can all communicate as to where exactly everybody is? Because if we can't see each other and we can't talk, to keep quiet. I mean, granted, you should have come up with that without me saying it, because I've just told you how to play your character, but you know what I mean? Because
I suggested it before you
Yeah,
went
you
in.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
otherwise,
said
we're
it.
not going to be able to fucking know what's going on.
I mean, it's
with
kind
each
of a
other.
given now when we do this kind of stuff that
Yeah, I know, but
Jamie does it.
okay, cool.
Do you want to use
How
that?
many-
Because obviously you've got to spend your points and stuff.
Once per day I get it for free.
Oh, cool.
How many people are you doing it? With
Three.
3. Okay, perfect.
Perfecto.
So yeah, I'll say that as you guys are going into the cavern, can Pilana and Gesh both give me dexterity saving throws?
15.
15, okay.
18.
Nice. So as you guys are kind of like making your way to the cave, like kind of just like sort of like plodding along, knowing how quiet you are, you're quite happy to kind of like, you know, I imagine you're sort of naturally stooped. Maybe Enoch's just kind of strolling like with his cane.
41, mate.
41.
And as you guys are going in, so
Yeah.
so Dorwin and
It's your
Enoch,
bread and butter.
who are just sort of like naturally more stealthy, are kind of like sort of still pressed against the wall, just like, you know, or like hugging the wall because, you know, they're safe to it.
I'm very used to traversing mines.
Yeah,
I was a
yeah.
miner for a long time.
Pilana, who I imagine is kind of like looking around, like a bit amazed, and Gesh, who's kind of like trying to look into the cavern, trying to see what's going
Focusing on what's going on ahead.
Suddenly, Tlinkali with a wagon behind it, an empty wagon, just comes like rushing in behind you guys, and both of you are able to like turn and see it as it runs by and dive out of the way with the pass without trace, not making any disturbance or anything like that. You see that the cave kind of continues and gets slightly narrower, and it goes on and then kind of goes down a slope like that. Off to your right, there's one room, and on further down to your left, there's another room, and you can't see down the slope. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, as you guys make your way in, are you wanting to check out this first room?
Yeah.
Well,
Pop my head
we
in.
can still talk, can't we? So
we can't talk to each other, we can only
Only
talk
talk
to
to me.
Enoch.
Oh, right.
We
Of
can say,
course.
shall we just, for the sake of roleplay, should we say you can pass messages on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
it's
cool.
effectively just the middleman.
I'll say, I'm assuming would I be at the front? I don't know. Go on.
Might be cool to limit it to like, if you're not like having like full conversations.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
like, just,
okay, cool.
Like, you know,
I might hug the back of this wagon and follow it into the mine.
Which way did the wagon go?
It's gone. It's kind of gone past you as you jumped out of the way, moving quite quickly. It's just gone straight down the slope.
Oh, okay, so it's not gone left or right into these two options. Okay, got it.
Is there rails it's on, or is he just pushing it on?
No,
rails?
he's just pulling it. Yeah. It's behind him.
I think it's likely that the mushroom will be deeper inside the mine if he's here at all.
Indeed.
But I think we should be thorough and scour every room. If we're going to do this, let's do it properly, Gish. This isn't amateur hour. You hear me chuckle in your head.
I assume you meant just you go.
I would, yeah. But no.
We
But
use
no.
our
Heeding those words, I'll say yes. That was rather hasty of me. That Klinkali gave me a bit of a shock. Then when I jumped out the way, I agree. We should scour every corner of this cabin.
And I say, it's only natural, mate. You are 14.
It's,
Yes, well, hobble along on your cane, old man.
It can be easy to get lost in the mines as well. If they have multiple passageways, you must have a good knowledge of the routes in order to not lose yourself and each other.
Speaking of, was Dorwin taking notes of a map of some kind to make sure we can find our way out? Assuming you pass that on to him.
Mm-hmm. Dorian, do you mind having a scribble of a map?
Yes.
So that we don't get lost in these underground caverns?
Yeah.
So I was quite used to little mazy warrens as
Good
well.
so.
Yeah.
I
From
have a
my
pretty good
backstory.
mind for these sort of things, and it does seem to be heading downwards, which is a help because the way out is then up. But I'll make note if there's anything unusual.
Good on you, door.
Okay.
Let's go for the win.
So, as you guys make your way through the cavern,
Which way are we going?
well, I'm assuming
We
you're checking out
didn't
the
decide.
room.
We're checking out the rooms.
Oh, we're checking out the
It was
Yeah.
like one corridor, 2 rooms.
No, but there was one that was just going down. We can see.
Yeah, it's the
It's actually
main
the main path.
path
Oh,
going
okay,
down.
fine.
Two
Sorry, I
side
thought
rooms.
left was going down. We can
No,
see
no.
it. Right,
Sorry,
right.
sorry. Yeah, so as you guys kind of sculpt your way through, you head left through this quite narrowish passage, and kind of making your way down it, you enter this quite small room which is dimly lit by these glowing green fungi, which are kind of like bract fungi with these long strands coming off them, making this dull green glowing room. And kind of scattered around the place, there's a number of these kind of grotesque yellow eggs are kind of like dotted around the edge of the room in like little clusters. Yeah.
Sorry, these little eggs.
Well, they're large eggs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's clusters of them kind of in this little small, very small room. Yeah.
Okay. Enoch's sort of little reptilian brain is going to come into play here, and he's just going to crack an egg
Okay.
and slurp up some of the
Well, there's
inside.
nothing to slurp.
There's nothing to slurp.
No. As you crack it open,
Ah.
you see these little, these kind of little half-formed legs kind of come out, and you hear this. Like,
Oh, there's not any liquid. It's just completely dry with a.
pretty much, there's a little bit of goop in the bottom. But yeah, when something grows in an egg, it uses all the nutrients in the egg. It comes out dry.
The chicken comes out super slimy.
The chicken itself comes out slightly moist.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's ready to hatch then.
Well,
Oh,
this
okay.
one is.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, maybe I would have suggested I would have picked up a small egg that didn't have a live.
Well, they're all
eggs
same
don't grow.
same size. You can't
Ah.
see through them. It's an egg.
Okay.
Sure. And these kind of like gross little legs kind of like reach out and kind of like pull itself up. You see it's got these little snippy claws. And kind of seeing you immediately, it's like...
Doesn't see him.
Sorry?
Doesn't see
Doesn't
him.
see him, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you see that as it kind of like crawls out, it begins like clicking, and a little scorpion stinger is kind of like fluctuating forward and like pointing in random, like it's kind of stretching out its limbs. You see it kind of like crawls out and kind of like plumps down onto the edge of the egg and kind of like scatters around for a minute, like scuttling around, and goes over to one of the other eggs, and with its pincers begins just like picking apart the egg and just like nibbling the bits that it picks off. Yeah.
And I say, well, that's fucking horrible. You fancy a nice meal? And that comes out at you.
I suggest we move on. It doesn't look like doesn't look like
There's nothing
hospital.
else in the room.
No, it's just these faint mushrooms and these
Okay.
eggs. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's go the other way. Then.
Okay, cool. Should we wait,
Yeah.
should we wait for Alan?
Sure.
I'm safe. I'm pretty sure these guys don't have magic. They're just like super strong. Okay.
Bold assumption.
I reckon.
Scorpion magic.
The model for this guy, that was called the wand model.
And was it a Tinklali? An actual
This
Tinklali?
this was called this was like spear, club, and wand with the 3 models.
Maybe they do have magic then.
But it might just be like poor naming.
Oh, is that supposed? How is that the wand model?
Don't know. I think it's a whip.
It looks a lot
Yeah.
like a bone whip to me.
Unless
and
it's
I've
like-
painted him accordingly.
Unless
Yeah.
that's supposed to be like fire or something coming out of his wand.
Yeah, don't know.
Looks like a bony whip to me.
Yeah,
Same.
same. But if you paint it like fire, it would look like fire.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it would more look like
Good
a
actually.
flaming
Yeah.
whip to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds pretty magical.
I do need to. We do need to rebase him.
I'm actually also going to go for a quick wee.
By the way, also this is Rachel's.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I never found one. That's your block, is it, Merrill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You're an ugly.
No.
Were they? Oh,
Bacon rashers, yeah, fucking bang. You're weird.
No, you're all weird. You get
Ah.
prawn cocktail Watsits and bacon rashers.
That's Harry that gets those. But prawn cocktail is a good flavour.
Prawn cocktail is a good flavour, but not as a Watsit.
Yes, yeah.
I'm in total agreement with James.
Well, you know.
Well, no, just as what's it?
Oh, Watson. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
What did I miss? What's the description of the room?
So we went in. Did you see those eggs?
Yes.
Yeah. So Enoch, like, cracked one open,
Oh, right.
and out came a little Tlinkali.
Okay.
And it went around to the, because it obviously couldn't see us, so it just thought it hatched. Went around to another egg and like cracked that one open and like started eating the outside
Carly started eating the outside
of this other egg. Yeah.
Okay. But it didn't actually eat the other Carly inside the other.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't stick around to see.
Oh, okay. Right. It was just a really little tiny room.
Miss you.
Oh, that's a bit fucking firm. I've been pumping the fuck out of Rachel recently, that's why.
Yeah.
Can you grab me a beer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you want one?
Yeah, right.
One for that as well, please.
Yeah.
Another person that thinks you're wrong, Jacob.
I don't really like bacon flavoured crisps.
Mental.
As a general rule.
Even smoky bacon walkers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's try a little bit of Thrasher.
I've had enough pig to last me a lifetime recently.
Never enough.
Salted pork.
Cool, so
If it's any
We just wait for
consolation,
you.
have we,
What was that?
I'll still have role play, but I'm just gonna
Sure.
wait for my food.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear.
And we just go back and go into the other room?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're gonna do.
Cool.
Sure. So once again, you head down another cave path, which is slightly wider than the previous one. Seems slightly more well travelled. And you go into this room and kind of dripping from the ceiling, trickling down from the walls, is a load of sort of groundwater which is pooled up into the centre. It seems like this is the place where they come to drink.
Cool. Nothing
Not
else
much
to
else
do.
to see. No.
Alright.
Okay.
okay.
Can we crack on?
Yep.
Yeah. Deeper into the cavern then, I say.
So you kind of descend down this slope, which gets moderately steep, fairly quick, and you kind of descend downwards. As you're like peering down, you see that there's another one of these cave entrances to your right, and further down, once it begins to level out, you see it opens up into a much larger cavern. And in here, there's maybe 6 or so Tlinkali, which are just mining away at the rocks here, and then you occasionally have these runners coming in and slowly piling up chunks of these ore into the wagons. So you can kind of see that in this large open area, and then sort of directly to your right is this other cave path.
Out of interest, would any of us know what this ore is that they're mining?
Yeah, give me a nature, I guess.
All of us?
Sure.
I won't. 'Cause
No,
it's,
no.
16.
17.
16. Okay. So it seems like looking in the cavern and seeing like the different.
That's a no.
You in your dark vision, it's quite hard to determine like exactly what you're looking at. But you see something maybe slightly more familiar to Dorwin is used to being like in underground situations. You can distinguish slightly more of these different tones, but
Specifically a miner.
yeah, true, yeah. You see that there's these different toned like veins that are running like all over the place. So it's like quite a productive mine. You see there's quite a few. So you see that some areas look fairly close to like silver. There's a lot of iron around, and there's also more of these kind of like orangey coloured ones, which seem to have like more energy put into them. But you're not quite sure what the material actually is.
Any chance of any elemental water down here?
You can look for some.
Yeah. Okay.
So give me a. No, just trying to get my phone. I'm trying to text. Yeah, sure. So give me
What
give me
you
a
are,
perception
X?
check, and then -5 off the result.
Okay. 19.
With a -5.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got an 18. Well, I got a 24.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, as you're like looking around the place, you're kind of like scouting out as you're moving around. You do seem to be finding your own water.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Can I try one to make sure I know?
Yeah. So what's the move then? You're the whole time you're more cautiously avoiding these things. I'm gonna make you make more rolls because you're probably scared enough of them coming in and out. Well, like, you know what I mean.
Very on alert.
Let's
Okay,
be
yeah,
on our
And we've
guard
got past that
venturing.
trace, so.
Sorry.
And we got past that trace.
Yeah.
So like, we'll pass all of them probably.
Let's be
I
on
just
our.
meant like dodging the ones kind of.
Oh,
They really race
that's
in and out.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's be on our guard for these Klinkali towing these wagons. One of them nearly took me out on the way in.
So yeah, you've seen a few of them down in this mine. Would you like to go down this other path?
think so.
Yeah, towards where they're going. I feel.
Downwards, yeah.
Well, to the right. So
Oh,
down is the big mine.
Oh, I thought you said that in that little room
Yeah,
was just
I'll
some
show you
water.
Yeah.
So this is you come in, eggs, and then here water, big mine.
Sorry, missed that
Yeah.
last bit.
And then you've got a right hand
Cool.
too.
Sure.
Which as you begin to make your way down, you begin to notice the familiar, familiar fog of spores. And as you press on, please can you all make charisma saving throws?
Yeah, baby. That's 9.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
23.
Cool.
7.
7.
Charisma.
I'm
5.
assuming when it does
5.
that,
Okay.
Is
that's
it a
already
charmed condition?
added in, +3 on all saves.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at your saying
They're all fucking huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it charmed? That's a really good question. Yes, it is.
I have advantage then.
Yeah.
What's that?
He asked if it's a charmed condition.
Oh.
Never mind.
What do you get?
3.
You have
Oh.
advantage as well.
Yeah, I mean 23's already solved it, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good. So yeah, as you go in, so who succeeded? You two.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. So what you hear in your head is this kind of like quite joyful and slightly sinister laughter of like.
Wait, what?
That's what you hear in your head.
I succeeded.
You did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you hear this kind of like, oh, such fun, and you two hear in your heads, come any closer and you die. And both of you are unable to move, and you're kind of like stuck in space, stuck in place.
Is this a magic spell?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
Because it's just their spores, you know. I think it's like a
Is,
physics thing.
is Enoch still able to communicate with us?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, these two.
No,
Me and-
those
me and
two.
Enoch.
Me and you succeeded.
You and Enoch.
Oh, switched off today, haven't you, Will?
It's because I'm still like
Role
going
playing.
back over my character
Yeah,
notes
yeah,
to
yeah,
look at like
sure,
what I
yeah.
can and can't do.
That's fine.
Can Enoch can still talk to
Yeah.
us, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you would have also heard the same thing that Pilana has heard.
Okay, cool.
Lads, I appear to be stuck.
Is this wait? Oh, okay. No, I can't do that. I can't.
Me too.
And Dorwin as well.
Did you not hear that terrifying voice?
No, I obviously relating to Enoch. I heard what I can only assume to be Hosby, but the communication was rather limited.
I can tell you, Gesh, it definitely was not Hosby.
Well, you are stuck. I am not. So, where are you? Are you safe?
Well, the creature that communicated with us, you might know where we are. I feel pretty safe. Well, I can't see Gesh. I'm by a rock.
Are you central to the path, or are you against the wall? I do not know. I cannot see you.
I'm pressed up against the left-hand wall.
Okay, well that's might be where you have to stay for the time being.
Oh, come now, Gesh.
Well, what do you propose I do to help?
Oh, give me a shake.
Actually, yeah, okay. And I sort of go over and I'll sort of fumble around and try and feel
You
him.
kind of feel this quite slimy wall.
Yeah.
Kind of gross in your hands, and after a while, you kind of like feel these like goblin-y features on the face.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you're kind of feeling them a bit longer than you should to just be sure.
yeah. And just to check, and then I go, "Is that you, Enoch?"
What do you think, you arsehole?
Well, I don't know, and I give him a little slap. just a gentle slap.
Roll for unarmed strike.
Let me see. Actually, I might have a little pot for you. I don't think I do, but I'm just
This
going to
isn't like a disease or
Don't know.
poison.
I'm not sure. Oh, do you mean like mechanically?
Yeah.
I click my dragon
My
out.
lay on hands.
What can you do?
Cure a disease or neutralise poison affecting a creature. Pretty fucking handy.
I would say that it's probably like it probably would act in a similar way to a poison, I guess, because it's not a spell.
Oh,
So to say, if it's not magic and it's
Yeah.
physical,
Yeah.
it's basically
Yeah,
poison. right?
I'd say it's like something infecting your body, like not a disease, but it's something like in your body. Yeah.
Inhaled fumes.
So this will work.
What are you
with that.
doing?
Yeah, I'll say you
You
give it a
naughty,
go.
naughty cat.
What did he do?
Oh, he's just absolutely shredded his cat litter bag. There's now cat litter.
Shit.
Yeah. After
Wait. I'm gonna do this first. Don't waste one of your things.
Okay, go.
So I'm gonna following his instructions. I'm gonna go over to James as well. And like spells and stuff, if I'm invisible, they don't cast any light. Or
Well, so this isn't even a spell. It's just a feat you've got. So it's not like you use a spell slot.
No, but it's still like magical, right? It
I'd
wouldn't-
say no. I'd say
Like, normally I'd
if
say,
you were
like, a
visible, it
light
would be a
version.
glow. Yeah, but I'd say here you can probably make it not glow if you want.
Okay.
It's kind of in your
Um,
own.
Oh, can you
So-
grab my food, please?
You guys aren't going to
Please
see
have a
anything, obviously.
spoon as well instead. Sorry.
No worries. You guys aren't going to see anything, obviously, but I'm going to go and lay hands on Jonesy.
Lay hands on him. You're
Does it work?
currently being
You
touched
use
up by a woman.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, take off 5.
Yeah.
So Enoch, you feel Pilana come over to you, and she presses her hands kind of over on each of your shoulders, and you feel this light kind of like pass through your body. Can't see it, but like you feel it. And suddenly you see that like a bit of like movement returns to your hands, and then suddenly like you're able to like smooch your shoulders around, and you get feeling back in your legs, and you're kind of able to like move again and resist this controlling thing.
Back in the game.
Dorwin, let me know when
And
you're
I lightly flick Gesh's nuts.
Can't see me.
You're on a
You're touching. You've got your hands on me.
I
know
know.
exactly where
I
you-
stepped back. I've stepped out of the way.
flick Pilana's nuts.
No, I win that little one.
Okay, fine. You do win that one.
Because you're always winning them. So.
Dorwin, guide me to you. I'll do the same for you.
I think I might be behind you. I'm only maybe 10 feet past the entrance to this tunnel.
Cool. I'll go and do the same.
Sure, yeah, you feel the same thing as movement returns to you.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Pilana. That was great.
Much appreciated.
Pilana, come and touch me.
My balls are
You'll have to
sore from the recent
excuse-
flicking.
You have to excuse Gesh. He's a bit of an uncouth animal. He isn't sophisticated as I
I
am.
didn't really say that, but no.
You
I
guys,
couldn't resist saying it.
With movement restored, you guys descend further into this winding cavern as this smog of spores gets more and more dense. You eventually find yourself in this room, which appears to be sort of like a weapon and equipment room. As all over the place, there's like mining picks and spears, and some of these long kind of like chain bone chain.
The spears like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, I've just got to, help, paint the picture.
Yeah, well, let's look at it.
Oh, fuck you.
And
Use your
you
fucking
notice
eyes.
as well that all of this equipment and stuff, it actually has these fungi growing off of it. And in the centre of the room are these two large Klinkali which kind of have their weapons raised. but both of them are stood like frozen completely still, and they've all got like mushrooms growing out of them, out of their flesh, and like these like stringy like white like mycorrhizal roots kind of like dripping down off their hands. As you see, they're kind of covered in slime, and they seem to have been stuck there for quite some time as these mushrooms have had a chance to grow.
Is that
Kind of just beyond them, as the two Cincali are there, you see this small, quite jovial mushroom myconid who's just kind of sat there. You see she's kind of got this quite pale flesh as her body. She's got this kind of blue cap as like a mushroom head, and then kind of all over her body as well are all these small little fungi growing out, much like the ones that you can see around the place too. And the room in here is very, very thick with these spores. As you approach, you just hear in your minds, "How did you pass my defences?"
can I assume that it's the two of us that are able to communicate with Hosby without speech?
Now that this has happened,
Is all of us,
I
yeah?
would say it's everyone, yeah.
Okay. We've come to save you.
Save me? Save me from what? I'm having a great time.
Your what was the Myconid's leader's name?
Goldoop.
Goldoop yearns for you to return home.
Oh,
He has tasked us to retrieve you.
yeah, they all want me to stay in that bloody place, but I yearn for adventure. And look, I can take care of myself.
Evidently. Right. The mushroom seems happy here. Shall we go back?
Hosby, these Slinkali, if they do manage to get a hold of you, you know they'll kill you, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thrill. But I've got them locked down here. I can leave when I please. They're terrified of me. It's great.
Are these two Klinkali in front of her? Are they dead?
They're not. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's like
Yeah.
a carapace.
Is it sort of like the fungus that
zombie
grows
fungus.
through
Yeah, yeah.
insects in rainforests?
Yeah, it's just like that.
It's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just like that.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's got a really cool name. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Literally, they just call it the zombie fungus.
Well, this is a turn of events.
Well, Hosby, all of your family are very concerned for your well-being. We've been asked to get you back, but clearly that's not what you want. Would you do us a favour in when you next can, going home and telling them that you're all right? They fear you might have been killed. I'm sure they'd be very relieved to know you're okay.
Well,
Think of your family and think of your parents.
we don't really have parents as such.
Well, the hundreds of them then.
She says, well, you can just tell them that I'm doing fine. I don't want to go back. I've always wanted to leave that place, and they've always stopped me. But as soon as these guys came rolling past, I was able to get in their heads. They dragged me off here under my command. Wanted to see what they were up to.
And what have you learned about them?
Oh, they seem to be quite simple, really. They just want to mine. Don't know what for. Don't know what good all these rocks are going to do them.
And can we interest you in some rope, Hosby?
What's that?
And I pull out my hempen rope and I show it.
Sure, she kind of totters over between the two Klinkali, which are kind of stuck in place with their weapons raised.
Real quick, do they seem awake?
Not really, no.
No, they're
Like looking at
dead
them,
eyes.
you see they're they've kind of got like cleared over eyes. Yeah, it's hard to tell whether they're dead or not.
Sure.
In fact, why don't you guys each give me an insight?
Eight.
9.
Okay, yeah, no, you're able to distinguish whether they're alive or dead.
Sure.
So the she kind of comes over and begins tries to take it off you and begins playing with it, I guess. And she's like, oh, yeah, an adventurer came through once with this stuff. Some of the other ones went really crazy for it. I can see why. She begins tying it around her hands and stuff.
And I'll say, well, what about this? And I loosen off one of my leather pouches that I've got sort of attached to, so it's maybe one off my leg. Take it off and I say, what about this? And I don't give it to her, but I show her. And what's her reaction?
What is it?
It's just
just
a
a
little
pouch?
leather pouch, yeah.
See, she kind of comes up to it and goes to stroke it. Do you let her?
Well, I say, well, maybe if you go and tell your parents, the hundreds of them, that you're safe, maybe we could give you a gift of this kind for you to keep and play with forever.
Yeah, there's not too many gifts here. Any persuasion?
Also,
With advantage?
Yeah, you're offering her something. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not just talking to her.
was she able to detect we were there, or did we just forget the invisible thing? Just in terms of like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Just because like it make this interaction a bit, you know.
I'll say that maybe
should
like
be
you threw them down and they
Sure,
materialise
yeah,
sort of
okay.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's like, I'd say that through her spores, she's probably able to get like a form.
She sensed some brainwaves.
Sense the
If
movement
the
in
room
yeah.
was really thick with spores,
Our
it'd be like
outlines.
we'd be outlined.
Clear
wouldn't we?
outlines, wouldn't we? Yeah, because we'd just be clear
Yeah.
where the spores should be.
Well, it would be
It would be like
slightly
distort-
lighter
Yeah.
because you'd have like 1 foot less of spores.
Oh yeah, of
it'd be
course.
like distorted, blurry outlines.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah.
14.
14. Okay. She says, but I'll probably find way more on the surface, so I think I'm going to stay for now.
And tell me, Hosby, you're down a cave further away from the surface than when you started. How will you reach the surface? We're going to the surface. Could we not take you there?
Well, would you? I'd be most keen to find it.
Well, we're not going there right now.
No, but we're going. We're going there. In a roundabout way.
How come you're all so shimmery?
It's just my natural flair.
Oh, it's just some magic we've imbued upon ourselves.
Magic? What magic can you do?
Oh, all sorts. As you can see. But now is not the time. We're in danger and my magic's running out. We need to leave this place before we get found out. If you're not coming with us, we'll tell your family you're okay.
Well, maybe if I say sort of gesture to, my form gestures towards Dorwin's form and says maybe if you come with us and inform your family that you're safe, Dorwin might show you some of his magic.
Well, we'll make another persuasion.
Oh fucking hell! I'm the worst
Just
person
do a
at
normal
doing
with
it.
this. Stop cocking your die.
10.
10, okay. She says, well, as much as I'd like to see the magic, I'd really like to get to the surface. Are you really going now, or are you just trying to trick me?
We are, but first we
We're
have
travelling.
other errands.
We're travelling to. We're on an adventure ourselves to rescue the mighty Erenthor. I'm lying to her.
Sure.
Who's that?
Oh, only a dragon.
A dragon? I've heard stories about dragons. Big lizards, aren't they?
The most majestic. Do not insult them by calling them lizards. They are the most majestic sentient beings. Way more than either of us could understand.
Oh.
We are currently journeying to find the Pale Scholar.
Oh, Moxonor.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's good fun. He's coming to the Sovereign a few times. It's an occasional bit of adventure I actually do get.
How about this for a deal, young one? You show us safe passage to meet Moxonor and we'll take you to the surface.
Well, it does sound like fun. I've never been to see where Moxonor lives before.
Do you know the way?
Well,
Hosby, you've yearned for your adventure your whole life, and now one is staring you in the face. Are you really going to pass this up to stay in a cave surrounded by scorpions?
well, I was having quite a lot of fun here, but it does sound more fun to find Moxonor and see his house. Yeah, alright, I'll come with you to Moxonor.
Great.
When do we head off?
Immediately.
Immediately.
As soon as
indeed.
possible.
Oh, okay. She goes over and you see she pats the Tlinkali on their legs and says goodbye to them, and then yeah, is happy to tag along with you guys.
Cool.
And you see that as you begin to make your way.
Cora's new character's weird.
I was so tempted to tell her about this thing and see it because it'd be such a cool character introduction. But yeah, so you see that she kind of she tags along with you.
She's gold duper.
only plays once every 100 sessions. Yeah, so as you guys make your way out, you see that she kind of like just tosses along, like kind of like roughly hoping to follow where you guys are. She's just walking out. You guys are following her, I guess. You see that any Tlinkali coming along, like stop in their tracks and like hiss and like chatter and like kind of like approach her for a minute and then like scatter off and like run outside. And you see that looking into the cave, you see that all of them kind of like back up against the wall and they're all kind of like chattering at each other and kind of like gesturing their spears and like holding them up in the air and everything. As you make your way out, you see that this one Tlinkali in front of you, which has turned around and come running out. All the other Tlinkali have like kind of scattered like far like back into the opening of their mud huts. As you guys are able to kind of make your way out of the caverns, she's kind of like quite floppily kind of like walking along. She makes her way out, and yeah, heads up this way. Cool. Yeah. So you guys are pretty much free to leave if you want.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
See ya.
Alright. Oh yeah. I'll have to check these guys in another time.
Burn that character sheet. That monster sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Skips like 6 pages in his notebook.
Yeah, well done, guys. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're able to escape with Hosby at your side. Nice.
Good thing there wasn't 5 of us.
Oh yeah, invisibility. Yeah.
Where to then, Hosby? You know these caverns better than all of us combined.
Yeah, my memory of the spores are telling me to go east. So I guess we'll go east.
Yes.
East it is then.
I concur.
East it is then.
Sure. So yeah. So I mean, shall we fold all this up?
Maybe just like
We can leave it there if it's no harm.
Yeah, fine. Leave it there.
I really wish I had my map 'cause I'm pretty sure I had something in the way, but I've forgotten. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. So you guys depart and begin making your way towards the effervescent swamps. As you guys are travelling along, she kind of occasionally puffs out little spores and chats to you guys about the beast of lightning breath and all that, and says how excited she is to meet it. And yeah, you guys are able to.
Can I ask what she knows about it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, not a lot. Only that I know that it's pretty hard to get to Mogsanor without this beast trying to stop people getting there. I'm not sure why, but yeah, maybe it just lives there.
I say, Hosby, you have quite a gift with telepathy and mind control. Are all the Myconids so powerful as you?
Well, Gul'dot was always trying to get me to spend more time with him and learn how to grow myself. And yeah, I think he wanted me to turn out like him, but I can't stay in one place. I need to travel.
May have been impatient and unwise of you to turn away his guidance. You could have turned into a rather much more powerful adventurer if you'd have spent more time learning from your leader.
Yeah, well, maybe so, but if I'd spent any more time there, I would have been massive like him. It's easy for you to say, with you know, you're free to roam as you please.
He was rather large, I will agree.
Not only is he large, he's stuck into the bloody wall.
Yes, understood. You do understand, though, young Hosby, that we will hold our word and we will take you to the surface. But after we see the Pale Scholar, we must see. I've forgotten his name again. Big fat guy. We must take you to see Gul'dot and just reassure them that you are safe, and then you can come with us to the surface.
I fear if you take me to Gul'dot, I worry I might not be able to leave. It was hard enough to get out of there the first time.
Is there something that maybe you could give to us to pass on to him? Some kind of physical trinket of a kind?
Or information?
Or some information that you only are privy to?
Yeah, I could give you some of my spores.
That should suffice.
Thanks.
You can't carry them in your mouth. They've got to stay moist.
And you all need some.
And they must be gargled.
You must carry it in your eye.
Very Rick and Morty-esque, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, you guys spend some more time travelling, and you see that the.
Do you take a long rest?
Yeah, you'd be taking long rests along the way.
Cool.
You find that.
Dare I ask the question? Any exhaustion?
I'll say like in this kind of area. Yeah, maybe to be fair, if you're like scouting around and stuff, maybe only you should do it. Is that what do you reckon?
If you want,
do you want to give me a constitution?
Yeah.
Just because I guess there's no, now that you guys are more used to it, there's no real reason why the rest of you would be getting exhausted as much.
10.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you a point.
We haven't been getting exhausted like so far. Only when like something special happened, we couldn't get much sleep
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff.
right.
Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
No, I've just
traversing.
had some more.
All right.
We just go at our own speed. You know, it's not like we're having to
Oh,
run or anything.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you see now kind of in the distance
Oh,
to what
so
would
it
be
doesn't
the south.
automatically do it when you have to do it yourself.
You see that there's a
Can you grab
I'll do it from now.
kitchen roll?
Do what?
yeah.
I've been forgetting to -1 off my rolls
Would be
because I
bullshit.
thought it automatically implemented it on D&D Beyond. No,
I don't know if the new D&D 1 rules
No,
are
it's not
on
on
it,
there
so yeah.
Even the old rules, it doesn't implement.
Oh really?
That's only because it was disadvantage rather than minusing when you were exhausted.
No, because I did multiple like levels, and it doesn't change the stat sheet at all. That's why we were using
by the-
it.
by the old-
Beyond just doesn't incorporate it into
Like
the
it has the
sheet.
old
Oh.
rules and it tells you, but if you apply them, it doesn't actually change your stat sheet at all. Like even if you get to the level where it minuses stuff off your rolls.
Okay, interesting.
So I can confirm that Huel Hot and Savoury is actually pretty paying.
Yeah?
Yeah. Considering
what is it? What flavour?
chicken and mushroom. You literally just like it's just literally 2 scoops, like literally like Huel in a bottle, 2 scoops in a bowl, hot water, leave it for 5-10 minutes, and then you got a meal.
Very nice. Yeah, the ads look good. Honestly, the ads look better than yours, but
Yeah, I'll
it
bet
tastes
it
good.
is. I look like shit.
How much was it? The
Don't know,
bowls?
Tish bought it.
Fair.
She bought fucking loads of it, tried each one of them once, and was like, don't like any of them.
That's the picture.
What's that?
This is the like advertising picture they use.
Yeah.
not quite what
Yeah, I
you
think
had.
that's like the Thai green curry one or something.
Yeah,
We've
probably.
got that, and I've eaten most of that. It's
Yeah,
really
they've
good.
like garnished it and shit.
Have you got your hero forge up yet?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, you're elvish, you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you took your inspiration
not-
for your scimitar from RuneScape.
Very happy.
She is very happy.
Buzzing to be in the
She's not
interior world.
regular elvish as well.
Mysterious.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
what race are you?
You can't just ask what race.
It's only
I think
racist if you
probably
discriminate.
D&D world.
Yeah.
Well, Gesh has proven himself to be pretty racist in this session.
Well, that
I need to
makes
know
two
if
of
you're
us.
above or
Enoch.
below me in yeah, as you guys press on, so that in the north, it's kind of still this kind of like unpleasant wasteland where there's like only smatterings of red mushrooms. To the south, you can see that it's a bit more clear from this angle that this red glowing mushroom jungle kind of ascends up onto like this mountain basically, and you can see kind of there's these channels where the mushrooms are like slightly less dense coming down in the shape of like a river, and when you reach certain points, you see that this river kind of like descends down to a point and then opens up into another one of these stagnant lakes like the one that you came across before. So you'd assume that there's perhaps at various points, putting 2 and 2 together, that there's like water trickling down from this, which eventually stagnates into these kind of fungal swamps. So crossing one of these sort of rivery streams, you see it's like before, it's not so much like one channel river that's like, you know, heavily flowing, but it's more like deltas kind of thing, a very low-lying water which kind of like snakes out into lots of different directions. So through certain areas you're getting quite like stodgy, muddy, like wet, kind of stinky.
Is the
feet.
water sort of like dripping from the cave roof or
You
just
can't
going
see from
underground?
here. It's
or
all the way
whatever?
up on the mountain.
Oh, I
inside.
see. It's
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, sort of making your way round, you find that there's these areas that are more boggy, and then passing through that, the landscape kind of opens up into more treacherous kind of like spire-like rocks, kind of dotted all over the place. These lots of stalagmites all over the place, and there's like loads of natural rock formations that are all very jagged. The travel through here is like considerably slower as you're having to navigate this treacherous terrain.
Is Hosby leading us at all?
She's just kind of walking along with
Or
you
she
guys.
just in the party, really?
Yeah. And as well, I'd say that on your venture as well, you would have come across various like quite unpleasant wildlife. Like you would have perhaps an area, like that white slime you saw before, like areas where that's like all over the place, and you'd have to skirt around that. And you've got these other areas where there's like you hear like more like snarling beasts that are kind of out of the range of your vision and that kind of thing. So you're kind of it's all pretty horrible up here. In fact, let's roll for a thing. No, you guys are safe. Safe enough.
Can I do a roll to see if I can find any ingredients for anything?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, is it not a D20 now?
No, it's 2d6.
No, it's a D20 to see if you find anything.
And then it's 7.
And then what's your modifier?
13.
Okay.
Minus
I think
2.
you just
Minus 2, so 11.
I think you only need a 10 to find something, right?
-2.
Yeah, because I've got
These
2
2
points of
points of
exhaustion.
Why? Only one.
Because I got 1 from earlier,
And then
I
we
got
long
1
rested.
just now.
That got long
We've
rested.
been long resting.
But I thought that mine didn't get taken away.
Oh, it did.
From the long rest.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say you were probably, at least one of them would be.
Oh, okay, 12 then, yeah,
At least
so,
one.
yeah. So, yeah, I tend to find stuff, so...
Cool, so now give me a 2d6.
Okay, so I've got 6 and... fucking wonk. I've got an 8, so...
Oh, no, you roll both of them and take them.
Yeah, I rolled the 6 a second ago,
Oh, okay.
and then that's a 2, so 8, so...
Okay, cool, sorry.
I found Fiend's Ivy.
Ooh, nice. What does that look like?
Fiend's Ivy is... these long, red thorn-encrusted vines can stretch up to 3 feet long and have sharp thorns that reach up to an inch or 2 long. It isn't rare to find bloodstains among these vines, as many animals and adventurers can easily trip or get caught in the bushels of the vines. The vines also seem to have a sentient quality to them, as they relax when prey is near and contract when captured.
Ooh, sounds
Right.
foul.
Good for the
Um,
caves.
Yeah, and yeah, so as you're kind of progressing into this more treacherous, like rocky territory, Hosby says,
That's a reference for another one.
I think this might be where the beast lies. We should be on our guard. She says, I should let you know as well, I'm not sure how a beast might respond to my spores. I've never tried it.
Do you mean in terms of alerting him or subduing him like you did with the Tlinkali?
Well, subduing, I've heard that the beast is rather powerful. Well, I mean, those creatures, their minds are easy to bend. But something like this, well, I've heard horror stories.
Agreed.
Well-
We should be on our guard.
If it may be best if you stay out of harm's way as best you can if we do encounter whatever this thing is.
It's okay, yeah. I'm quite scared of this thing actually, so if we see it, I might just try and hide.
That would probably be wise. We can only help you so much when in combat.
Yes. Okay. Let's
Are
press
you
on.
reconsidering your desire to be an adventurer?
She says, well, it's only this beast really that scares me. I think anything else in the caves, I wouldn't be so careful around.
Well, you may think that light provides safety, but there are also many things above the surface that could hurt you. Maybe you should return home after this task.
Make persuasion.
Just keep going. One day you'll get it.
Oh, rolling that one.
There's no fucking way I'm not going above ground.
Which is actually a 0 because I've got
Exhaustion. You're like,
Again.
it's really scary upstairs.
She says, well, it can't be worse than down here. Come on, let's press on. And you see she kind of like, with a bit of energy, kind of like begins like tottering over the rocks.
I kind of want to fuck up Hosby just to show him a lesson.
So as you guys continue making your way around these structures, you start seeing these kind of brownish green, kind of cylindrical shapes. These spheres that are kind of like floating around the place. They don't seem to really be doing anything. They just kind of hover in place. You see they occasionally puff, and then a few spores kind of like twinge out from around them. They've got more of a reddish hue. And Hosby says that she's not seen these before. So as you continue making your way along this area,
Could I stealth at this point?
you can be stealth. So do you want to give me a stealth?
Should we all stealth?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll be jumping between the rocks.
26.
Yeah, I'll do stealth as well, actually.
19.
21.
Nice. So what were the rolls again?
19, 26 did you get? And I got 21.
Ah, nice.
Talk about all the rocks everywhere.
Okay, cool.
What about Hosby?
17 for
Does
me.
Hosby have to do a stealth check as well?
Yeah, I've rolled for Hosby.
Okay.
She got 17.
Nice. Fair.
Wait, I'm equally stealthy to a mushroom.
I'm gonna do a battle map.
Okay. Sus.
Like, it's so funny that
Is
you
this
guys have obviously spent so much
time
time
for the-
painting the Thinkali, and like we just like gone
Oh,
in.
Been holding on to that
That's the
so
last
long.
time I ever played Monsters for Oscar again.
Good job we didn't do like spend ages doing 6 of them.
Imagine you're gonna have like some fucking massive
You got like
cabinet
a-
eventually just full of all of the fucking miniatures.
I was thinking it because like we got to keep them out of the way of Pud and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been like putting them just like up there and in my room. But I'm saying we need just like a shelf to just have like a glass cabinet just with like all of them in. And we got some big ones as well now. I mean a big one.
Can you wipe that away? Here, I've got.
Yeah, you got that. Perfect. Oh, it's covered in jizz.
Oh, very good bit around it.
So much easier doing it when it's wet.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
But less fun. Hiya! Good shot. Oh, no rocks in this one. Oh. Why did you put them all away one by one?
So it'd be random. It's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
don't touch it, don't touch it. Yeah, you
Well,
put ones on.
check.
Yeah, alright. That works really well. What the fuck?
Nice. And
Yeah, let's pull it.
sow the seeds.
Wait, what? What are they?
These are the spore thingies. The orbs that are shooting spores.
Yes.
Oh, the orbs were exhaling spores.
Yeah, just like occasionally doing the little puffs.
Oh, not like something we should be concerned about.
I don't know, should you?
Maybe. Probably, yeah.
Okay. As you
So these are all the circular spore
Oh, I
things.
should-
can I have your miniatures, please?
Year.
These are all the little circular spore things, are they?
Yes.
Cool.
Yas, queen.
Now then, what's the marching order? Who's first? Oh, we need
should,
one for the
should I
mob.
should we just say
Probably
it's
Will or
me,
Gash,
or-
yeah.
Not
Corella?
Enoch.
Palana.
Palana, should we say you go
I think this
first?
makes a good little mushroom. PTSD time.
There's also that like blobby thing that you brought.
Oh, what this?
Yeah, it's like a chunky browny pink dude.
Yeah, he's a bit big.
Yeah,
It's a little mushroom, but
fair.
Yeah, he's a bit wham. I'll use the
Yeah,
middle.
okay. I just want to see him anyway.
Oh,
I haven't
sure,
actually
yeah.
looked at him,
Yeah.
but- Oh yeah,
Feel
he's
free to paint him, by the way.
a bit thick.
It's
like an owl
Do we have
thing.
one for? By the way, Al,
That's so
apparently the Dragos has been delivered, but it's not been delivered. I
Oh,
don't know what's going on with that. I need to get in touch with Royal Mail.
that's so
It's such a
annoying.
palaver.
Don't worry. The thing is, when he finally arrives,
Yeah.
it will be all the sweeter.
Yeah. Shall I use? What shall we use? Have we got Dragos around?
Oh yeah, up on the thing probably. No, I found him.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
on the stairs.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
in there, I assume.
It's as good a place as any for him.
Dragos.
So yeah, what's the marching order?
Let's go. Pilana, Gesh, Enoch, Dorwin.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So the Fungi's walking along there, and Dragos is trailing behind Gesh.
There's my boy.
Okay.
So I didn't actually get that ingredient.
So why not?
Because, like, I know you said we're extracting some bits from this guide, but I quite like the Gather Enduring Gameplay guide, and it basically says that I've got to roll my DC to find anything. I've got to roll a 15.
Oh, it's a 15,
It's a
not
15, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But also, could have done with reading this like weeks ago, but my modifier is my nature, basically my nature plus my proficiency with my herbalism kit, which the modifier then ends up being +9, but I still rolled lower than 15.
Okay.
And then you roll a d4 to see how many
Yeah, I forgot about the D4.
of how
I guess
many
you can roll
ingredients.
the D4 if you want.
Yeah, cool. Okay. See how many ingredients I gather,
Okay.
and then we obviously do the 2d6 to see what ingredient it is.
Yeah, we've warped the rules too much.
Yeah.
Forgotten the origins. Okay, yeah. So you guys are moving forward like this. I'll do it like.
It's got screws in it.
Yeah, he was
keep
trying
it
to like
stable on a wobbly bit.
weigh some of them down.
So yeah, I mean, what route do you want to take here, guys? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do it based on rounds. Can I have initiative from each of you, please?
As if that was the thing which gave away the impending combat.
What? Oh
yeah.
Oh, initiative. Oh no.
That's not what you want. No, is it?
19.
14.
Nat 1.
Hang on, just keep them in your mind.
I might actually use my inspiration point. Yeah, fuck it.
For
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, but you don't get.
I don't want a
scroll.
nat.
Oh, I got an inspiration earlier. Fucking nat 20,
Initiative.
didn't I? That's cool.
Yeah, cool. 19.
Oh yeah, I used my inspiration points to try and kill the fucking Alhoon, didn't I? Hoping for
Alhoon.
to crit it, but I didn't need it in the end.
Okay, so 20 plus. Anyone?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I've got -1 for my exhaustion.
So
Enoch and Pilana on 19.
sorry, just give me a second.
What's your dex?
20.
Yeah, sorry. So give me
Plus
the.
5.
Sorry. So yeah, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
They both got 19.
19.
He's gonna.
And then 10 to 15.
I got 14.
Cool. So that's. And then what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay. Right. Appropriate music.
Meryl, can I get you to just like poke your phone?
Poke it.
It's turned off. Not sure why.
What the fuck's going on here?
Just maybe unlock it or something. Whatever's happened. Oh really? It's charging. Do you have to press a button on it, or is it just dead?
Or is that dead?
Oh,
There's
okay.
a plug next to it.
Well, will it reach? Oh, if you pull that over, probably.
Ooh.
Pull it back more, yeah.
you're about to set it up again.
That way more. Leave it for now. When it turns back on, I guess. Or is it turning on now?
Okay, so Enoch, you're up first.
Sure. Can we see anything?
Yeah, so come here, I'll explain. Oh, do you need to do something with the phone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, cool. It's on there.
Nice. Do you want to just zoom in a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Bit towards Will, maybe.
The main
Yeah,
focus.
yeah. Perfect.
Okay,
Cool.
so yeah, what you can see is
What?
When you move the thing, it knocks the camera a bit. It's now pointing towards Will a bit more again. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you.
yeah. So before you is the same kind of terrain that you've been traveling over. This kind of like intensely rocky and stalagmitey terrain. Only now you found that these kind of floating spores, these like floating mushroomy pod things, are now beginning to get a lot more prevalent. Also, occasionally, those of you with good perception would every once in a while see these kind of like slinking kind of insectoid shapes, kind of like these large kind of worm-like shapes just kind of like slither between the rocks as you go. So Enoch, you're up first.
Sorry, worm-like shapes.
Yeah, kind of like yeah. What's your passive perception? Should have a note of this really.
13.
Okay, yeah. So I think probably only Gash would see these things like slinking around in the shadows.
Okay.
15.
Yours is 15. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe you two then. Yeah. So Enoch, you're up first.
Well, so I think Enoch's just gonna clamber on top of this rock and just, while stealthed, just have a look around and survey the
Okay.
from a vantage point.
Sure. So do you want to give me an active perception?
Yep.
We're all stealth, right?
At the moment, yeah.
This might not fit in like a 6-second turn, but I
13.
might have asked Hosby about the spores around the rocks.
She said she
She's
hadn't
already
seen
said.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've already. Okay.
13.
13. Okay. That's worse than your passive. So yeah, nothing new you can see. All right. Pilana.
I mean, I'm just gonna. Just start moving forwards, I guess.
Sure. Give me my movement speed.
These 5 or 10?
Oh yeah.
5.
Obviously, as humans, we know this is quite bait, but I guess our characters wouldn't have any particular suspicion.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, this is
Because
much
this
as you're
is sort of
travelling.
normal
It's
terrain
just
now.
more of the same terrain.
More of the
isn't
same
it?
terrain, yeah.
Maybe
So,
a bit more.
You also need to factor in the climbing speed as well.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to say actually on the sorry, I know it's going to affect your movement, but I'm going to say that the ground which isn't the rocks is actually going to be difficult terrain.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's so like treacherous and spiky, and rocks are so uneven.
Is it boggy? You said.
No, it's not boggy.
We've
It's
gone
like
out about
it's like
that.
grotesquely
Incredibly
rocky. I'd say
jaggedy,
not
yeah.
for you actually. I'm going to say
Oh, Lake of Effervescence.
yeah. That's later on.
Oh,
It's further
okay.
along.
Fine.
But yeah, so
Not difficult terrain for me. Did you say?
yes, yeah.
Okay,
So you're
sure.
just like you're,
But on the rocks is.
on the rocks it's okay. These are like more smooth surfaces with like large stones and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Well then, I guess I can only get to like. Wait, I was here.
How tall is that rock?
I'll say it's maybe sort of like 10 feet tall.
Okay, so about there,
Yeah.
Fontainebleau.
yeah. Yeah, literally.
Okay. Next up is Dorwin.
It's like that last place we went to.
I'll follow. I'll go around the rock. I quite like this. What is it? 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Get by this rock.
Sure.
We rolled stealth. Are we all still stealthing?
Yes. Yeah. It's stealth.
Cool. I'm attempting to remain stealth. By the way.
Yeah. No, that's
When
fine.
in between
Your
rocks and
original
stuff.
stealth is fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Can I ready a dodge? I guess. Or something?
Yeah. Sure. Use it for action. Let me just quickly do something. Next up is Gesh.
Cool. I'm gonna climb up to the rock, onto the rock, right next to Enoch, and I'm gonna mutter to Enoch, and I'm gonna say, let's see if I can see what you couldn't. And can I roll a perception?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, what do dragonborn eyes see?
That one.
And I say, hey,
Minus
yeah,
one for the
and poke you in
exhaustion.
the eyes.
I don't even see you as you do it.
Who was that?
Remember, I am wearing my dark vision goggles, so my eyes are actually protected from your poking.
Okay.
And that one, I break them. You've got
I'm
glass,
like,
you've got glass in your eyes.
So yeah, you guys hear this kind of like squelchy, scuttly, crawling noises, and all these insectoids seem to like move around the place. And next up is Enoch again.
So Enoch,
Are we just going to say Hosby's
Oh,
follow
I didn't roll the Hosby, but she just got an action.
What's the thing for how far you can jump?
It's your
Long jump.
Oh shit, I didn't move Dragos for me, sorry.
Move me.
Or can I just move Dragos first?
long jump.
First?
So move 10 feet and jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Strength score. Strength score.
Did you go all the
Jump,
way around?
your strength score.
Go behind.
Nice.
I'm just going to move.
just
move Dragos as well. Hold on.
So Enoch is going to jump to this rock.
Sure.
What's your strength score?
10.
Just.
Yeah.
Wait, so what was the
What was it?
how's the jumping mechanic? What was
You
it?
can jump a
10
number
foot
of
plus
feet
your
equal
strength
to.
score.
No, I think you got to have a 10-foot run up, was it?
Yes.
So you got 10 feet of your movement in order to get your strength score number of feet in terms of jump.
But that does
Okay.
also contribute to your movement speed.
Which, yeah.
So if you do 10 feet, but you've only got, say you can jump 15 feet after your 10 feet, but you've only got 15 foot of movement range, you can't make that jump.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you not need to do any kind of acrobatics or anything to determine how you land or anything like that?
No, you would have in certain situations.
Okay.
Next up is Polana.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So remember, for you guys, this is just normal, the same terrain as it was before, basically. But there's these fungal things everywhere, and creepy crawlies.
Probably would have been
You
jumping
don't
over
like
rocks.
know you're doing initiative, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's just gonna probably follow Enoch. Can I?
Yeah,
I'd say
you
he's.
can make that
I'd
jump
say
as
the
well.
distance he's gone at the moment, he's right on the edge of the rock, so probably wouldn't be able to get to that without
Okay.
bumping into. Oh, you can
I was
move through friendly
conscious of
group.
that one,
You
being
actually, I take that back. You can move through friendlies.
Oh,
I'm alright,
I'm
thanks.
alright.
Uh,
Yeah, so you probably could actually.
Plus, I got a 20 jumping, so I
Nice.
can get further anyway.
Jump over
Sure.
him.
Yeah. So I'll go over here.
Cool, nice. Nice. Next up is Dorwin.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Sure. Nice. Yeah. And now Gesh.
Are we assuming? Well, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be able to balance my mini on it, but could I safely and stably jump onto this rock?
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to like kind of like hold on to the edge of it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Don't be silly.
Well, just assume I'm at the apex of that rock. Yeah?
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and can I say that, because obviously James 10. I say Dragos sort of jumps to this one.
Sure. So
on the rock.
as you two kind of creep forward and leap forward, can you both make dexterity saving throws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 for me
Mm-hmm.
and 22 for Dragos.
Okay, nice. So let me just remind myself of how this thing works. I had a link to it, but don't anymore.
Is this the poofy spore?
Yeah.
The poofy spore.
The circular things.
Poofy.
They're like floating in the air, right?
Yeah.
How high off the ground are they, or are they all slightly different?
Yeah, all slightly different. Yeah, some of them higher, some of them lower.
But like quite low. Yeah, we're trying to stealth.
Yeah,
though.
fairly low. I can't find this fucking link. It's really annoying. Oh, I'll just make some shit up. Okay, cool. So I'm sure I remember most of the stats anyway. So you take basically, as you leap over to this rock, the fungal spore, as it's kind of like doing these little puffs, as you jump over and you kind of, one of these puffs kind of happens next to you, the spore just detonates in this like massive explosion as these like kind of toxic spores just like burst out in all directions. With your dexterity saving throws, you ignore like the worst of it, but you still take.
Oh, great.
You both take 4 points of damage, but you're not affected. Like that's half basically with your save. Yeah, and with that, so you suddenly hear this loud bang, and you hear this like scuttling noise as it sounds like creatures are moving further away from you.
Is that now exploded gone?
Yeah, that's
or...
exploded gone.
Okay,
so yeah,
cool.
we can remove that one.
What was the range on its explosion?
Well, I'm not just going to tell you, but like you
It hit
can
both
see
of
how
us.
close he was.
Darwin's quite
It hit both of us.
Oh, I see. No, it wasn't close enough. It wasn't big enough to get Darwin. Yeah.
What about now?
Okay, so yeah, there's this loud bang. I imagine like everyone kind of looks over and sees Gesh there, like wafting spores out of his face, as you're able to like hold onto this rock.
And I call out to Gesh and say, "How are the mushrooms in this part of the cavern?"
In my mind.
Yeah.
They're not much better than those other ones.
Next up is Hosby, who's going to follow you guys. She's going to get to there.
Tries the jump, doesn't even get halfway.
Yeah. You two who are close to her, who hear her spores, say, you just hear this, she just says to you, what was that explosion?
One of those spores, the like of which you've never seen before, just blew up in old Gesh's face.
Oh, is he hurt?
Oh, he's a tough one. He'll be all right. Just his pride that hurts, and that makes it all the more sweet.
Okay, and with that, it's now Enoch's turn.
So Enoch is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice. Okay. And what were each of your stealth checks, by the way?
Mine was 17.
Mine was 19.
Fuck knows what one was.
You
It's
check
high
the
though.
history.
No, I rolled it with my dice.
Oh.
I think I got 21.
21,
17.
17,
19.
19. What'd you get? 26. Okay.
If I fail it, I can add to it as well.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So it's now Pilana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you doing anything with your action, by the way? Like, don't just say you're dodging at the moment because it's like you don't know.
You know what?
combat
I'm actually going to dash. I'm going to go over there.
Well, why would you be dashing at the moment?
Oh yeah, fine. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Then no, I'm just making. I'm meandering.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I mean, none of us would be readying dodges because none of us would know that there was.
I haven't been.
Well,
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
hear the insects, and these spores are pretty alarming. So, you know.
I
Yeah.
think you see loads of floating
why don't we say-
random
how about
orbs. It
instead
wouldn't
of
be
it-
strange to be like,
Shall I say that instead of dodging, should I say that you're just naturally readying actions where if something hostile pops up, you're gonna do an attack? Because that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
You're like walking on this scary place, you hear scuttling. If something pops up, you're gonna fucking slice at it or something. You know. So
Okay.
we'll roll with that.
I might fine. I'm going to half unsheath my sword.
Nice.
Lana's going to follow Enoch.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15.
Would not everyone be always? Oh, I guess we're like extra
Okay.
alerted because it's creepy.
Yeah.
Can you get there?
Okay, nice. With that, suddenly from behind you, you hear this massive loud crack of like thunderous lightning, and can Dragos, Pilana, and Dorwin all make all make, please, dexterity saving throws.
14.
12.
11.
What were the saves, sorry?
14, 12, and 11.
Okay, so as this thunderous crack of lightning just blasts across through you guys, just seemingly out of nowhere from behind you from this direction, each of you take 63 points of damage.
Dragos is resistant to lightning damage.
Sure, so that's halved.
So what's that? Just 31 or 32?
31, round down.
Cool.
Can I re-roll my dex with my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
9.
Unlucky.
63 points of damage.
He's still alive!
Is this magic, by the way?
Why? What do you have?
I don't know. I was just looking at my thing.
I would say it is magic. Yeah.
I don't think
Counterspell.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm resistant to all.
You
Nice.
painted it.
And so is
Yeah.
anyone within?
Ages ago.
How far have you?
Let me.
You're
have a look.
resistant to all
Nice.
damage.
All magic damage.
Yeah.
What? That's fucking lit.
Yeah.
OP.
Where would I find that?
Fucking hell.
In your
Features
feats.
and
Yeah.
traits.
So it's your scroll down more. It's your lowest level, your highest
We
level
have
ones
a
is
new
at the bottom.
tank. Ready to
Oh, so that's
replace
your
it?
race.
Yeah.
Oh.
Better before it gets to race.
Conveyor belt
Creatures within 10 feet of me. Oh, so not. Maybe
Gesh didn't take.
maybe Dragos.
Gesh
Yeah,
didn't take any damage anyway.
Okay, Dragos. Is he in there?
I'd say Dragos is. I'd say at a stretch maybe Dorwin is too. To be fair,
I got moved around loads. I was actually there.
because there is
Wait,
one
so
more
what's
diagonal
your-
to
what's
make
the
it
feat?
a circle.
Cool. So
Let's roll with that. It's quite thematically cool that you're super useful to begin with as well. Let's roll with that.
me and friendly creatures within 10 feet of me have resistance to damage from spells.
So does that
Oh, yeah.
mean
So
that
that's
it's
just-
halved and halved again then?
Just
for Dragos.
For Dragos.
Resistances don't typically stack.
So should we do like you know
it
when
does
we
kinda
did
make
when we did
sense.
double advantage? Should we just do like 3? So sort of like halve
Like
it and
half
then
and a
take
quarter.
like a quarter of it off.
Yeah,
or
sure.
something
Let's do
like
that. I like that.
Okay.
So
So
we'll roll with it. Yeah, so we'll say that's half to you
Quarter
guys
of
as this
32.
streak of lightning comes through, as you're like particularly like on edge. You know, I'll say that you maybe don't have your shield on your back as you're walking through here.
Yeah.
You just kind of like spin around to see this, and as you do this, kind of like glowing light kind of like emanates from you, and the lightning, as it crashes in with this kind of slight bubble you've got around you, kind of dissipates, but still enters and kind of like crackles through and like aggressively gets quite a few of you, but enough to severely reduce the impact.
So what was the damage? I'll halve it.
63, so it's 31 halved.
Can I have the
Yes.
please? Sure. So what comes emerging from out of here is this large worm-like beast with many legs, and it comes emerging out from the shadows about here. It's incredibly stealthy and rolls very well. Feel free to take a look at the miniature.
Oh shit, that's so cool.
have you painted this?
I didn't paint it.
Did you
Is
just
this
buy?
one of
Did
the
you buy
ones-
that as is?
No, I thought you painted it.
Oh, you painted it.
Sneaky.
Oh, the beast of light.
I painted it like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Just sat on it for ages.
Nice, mate. That's lit. Well done.
Thank you.
Have you not
That's-
seen this?
We've been keeping it
Fucking
secret,
weight
so
to
it's-
it as well.
Yeah.
That's all the paint.
Yeah, it's actually like a skinny worm. So many layers.
Sick.
I forgot to paint his eyes, but he can have black eyes.
Yeah, it's good with black eyes anyway.
And with this massive crack,
Just
Guess.
sorry, just a quick, just to see how good the paint job is as well. That's the crisser.
sick.
Oh shit. Mate, you smashed that.
Fucking look at the basilisk.
The
Jesus
different,
fucking
like,
Christ.
layerings of
Yeah.
colour really like suits that.
And there's-
Can I
there's
just
so
say,
much
like, with
surface
this
area as
massive
well,
crack of
like,
lightning,
to see, like, multiple
Dragos
coats of
sort of,
area.
Yeah.
Gesh turns to Dragos and sort of says, Dragos,
Yeah.
we've met our match.
Yeah, nice. Okay, and with that, it's now Dorwin's turn. With Dorwin, you've just taken this massive hit.
Yeah.
You're not dead.
I got resistance for his thing.
Oh, nice.
It's half
Super
damage. I was
fucking
dead otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm going to run away at max speed behind this rock. You were pretty close to trigger the thing, weren't you? So
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet to trigger
5,
it.
10 feet, yeah.
I'll stay outside of 10 feet.
Nice.
And I'll drink my potion.
Yeah, sure. Anything else you want to do?
Is that not bonus action? I guess.
Quick
No.
decision? No. Okay, cool. Gesh.
Okay, cool. Gesh will stand up. Can I sort of run 10 feet forward and try and jump onto here, or should I go down and then climb up onto there? Either way, I think 30 feet I should be able to get onto that.
Well,
next,
you've got
next
half
to.
movement on the floor, remember?
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'd say.
can I sort of run and jump a bit of the way and then climb up, sort of thing?
Oh,
I
yeah.
just want to end up there.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
I'd say you could probably end up there.
Yeah.
drinking a potion's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, then I'll cast Blink as well.
Okay, nice. And is that concentration?
No,
Okay, cool.
that's why I chose it.
Yeah.
Got too much concentration shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So cool. I've climbed up there and go on.
No, you go.
I cast Hunter's Mark on the Beast of Lightning Breath.
I vanish.
Hunter's Mark on the Beast of Lightning Breath. Dragos moves next to Enoch, like this. And then I fire 2 arrows at him.
Moves next to the one remaining stealth character.
Can't do it.
It's like when you were when you were a kid and you're playing hide and seek and you're in a really good spot and someone like clambers in. Really
He did this before against the Alhoom with
Yeah.
me. Do you remember? He like landed Dragos right next to me, and then we got like AoE.
27 to
And he
hit.
boat blew up the thing as well. Just a liability.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. 1, 4, 15, and then
Did Hosby get obliterated?
15.
You guys were here, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
she's turned to ash.
Fine.
No!
Oh.
okay, so
Isn't it 5 feet wide?
Yeah, but she was here and you guys were here.
She was like here.
Yeah, 5
And
feet.
we were here.
How's
Yeah.
That, how does that not perfectly get you guys? What are you doing?
That's where you put it
Oh.
actually.
Well, where
Well,
it
that's
is.
even
Now you
closer
made it
then.
even closer into
No,
Hosby's position.
Move the angle that way.
Yeah, so where Hosby was, so now
Yeah,
she
pretty much.
definitely was here.
No, less.
What?
No,
Hosby's
Fergie,
here.
Fergie,
How can you-
just take the rule for now.
Oh yeah, just.
okay, so
I think
using
I can do
We'll look at the battle count later and confirm.
so using my 2 attacks, Infused Strike and Hunter's Mark, I hit the Beast of Lightning Breath with 27 points of damage.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Double tap.
I'm guessing this doesn't classify as an animal.
No, it doesn't classify as an animal.
Cool.
Okay. Nice going. So next up is Hosby.
Hosby is no more.
And Enoch.
Cool. So Enoch is going to run away from Dragos. He's going to run 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to as he's running over. Fuck me. He's going to throw out 4 of his cards as he's on the move running over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was like
I've used 25 feet of movement speed. 27 to hit.
For spells, you don't have to roll like a d20 or
24
anything,
points of damage.
you just cast them.
Sure.
To,
Oh, to cast
of
them,
psychic
yeah, but if
damage.
they hit,
to
you
the,
roll.
to the
Well,
east.
how come that's not?
Yeah,
next
and
to-
then with his remaining
your-
5 foot of movement
Oh,
speed,
only-
he is going
only
to
summon spells
be
you have to-
halfway down
like attack
this
spells you have to,
warp
but not on-
surface.
Okay.
Uh,
It's
so
like either an
behind,
attack or a saving throw.
I'm just going to put myself there
So-
for now.
Yeah.
But I'm on
yeah, roll a
this
save or
surface.
you roll an
Okay,
attack.
Like
yeah.
just
Either
halfway
attack or
down,
saving throw.
so completely obscured by the
Like,
okay.
by
this
this
one here.
surface.
All right. Fine. Yeah.
And I'm going to use my
I was
bonus
wondering
action to
why I
hide
didn't
as
have
well.
that.
Do you want me to stealth again?
Yeah. Was that was one attack and a sneak attack? Was it?
Yeah, just one
Okay,
attack.
Yes. Please do stealth.
25.
Yep. You're stealthed. Right. Well done. Next up is Nirvana.
Cool. I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. Nice.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down a 5 foot radius. They have to do a con save.
Okay. They rolled terribly. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
2d10 of damage. 6. Which trash.
Oh, dear.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
I'll say that as you cast the moonbeam, it actually detonates this.
yeah, I
this
was
orb.
gonna say it's like a 10 foot radius or whatever.
Okay,
Try
cool,
to get
yeah.
both of them, yeah.
And is there? What does it say about like moving in and out of it or something? Is that something with moonbeam?
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah, it takes that damage at the beginning of its turn.
Okay,
and that
fine.
stays there
Mhm.
for
Up
up
to
to
a
1 minute, and so
concentration.
every round that it starts in that thing, it will take 2d6 of damage.
Okay, sure. So you're concentrating. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm also going to move closer to it. 28, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Nice. Okay, cool. So it's now its turn. So as it's kind of stood there, it kind of like reels in pain as this beam is kind of like searing its skin. This spore beside it detonates as well, and I'll have this thing make a dex save. Fortunate. Just failed. So then that's. An additional 8 points of damage. Nice, as this thing detonates, and it kind of like, as this beam kind of casts down and it sears its skin, this thing detonates and kind of like that, and it kind of like shakes the spores away from its head. Okay.
How much damage did that explosion do?
8.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice, and so this one's gone. It's now its turn. So what it's going to do is, you see very quickly, it kind of like puts its head like low to the ground, just kind of like worms forward in a very snake-like fashion, and like comes up to the base of this rock and like rears its head up into the air and makes a few attacks against you, Pilana.
Let's go.
Is that to scale as well? You're saying that's to scale? It would seem right.
Sorry?
Is that to scale?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sick.
Sick.
So the first attack is a 12. which doesn't
Fails.
hit. The second attack is a nat 20.
I mean,
What is it with the modifier?
what is it with the modifier?
Well, a nat 20 always hits,
Oh,
no matter what it is, but also it would be a 30. So,
oh shit.
okay, so.
Wait, so it got nat 1 on his first one?
No, got 2.
Oh, okay, it was 12.
Um,
Oh, yeah, fine.
So that's a.
I thought it was 11.
So that's an initial 12, followed by. Oh, doubled as well. So that's 24.
Halved.
Why half?
Because I've got advantage. I've got.
It's not magic.
Oh,
He's just
oh, just biting me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Plus another.
I have defense against all biting attacks.
And then another.
Could you imagine
Right in
Pilana
his
does?
face.
They just have to make a
Sorry,
new
I
character.
need to do some ads here. And then.
How was he kept, by the way?
And then can you
Yeah,
give
it's
me
I'll do more
either an
for
athletics
you.
or an acrobatics check?
Okay.
Yep.
What are you doing this weekend?
Come into the raid.
24.
Are you going?
24. Okay, nice.
You're not gonna go.
No.
So you
Fair
take
enough.
56 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
it came up, reared its head before you, took a massive bite at you, which you were able to sidestep. As you did, it, like with all its legs, it kind of ran up the rock and wrapped its body around you and just squeezed so tightly that it did 56 points of damage. You are actually just able to escape because of your success on the save. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
able to like squeeze out
So
as
I
you do.
die,
As
and
you do, you just fall down and just next to it.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
And next up,
Palana! No! You only just acquired you into our party!
Well, that was short.
next up is Dorwin.
Okay.
He stays invisible.
No, I reappear. Is that where they are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's literally there.
Okay, I might cast
Cool how the arms are
Wall of Fire.
the perfect height to fit it on the thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Might cast Wall of Fire.
It was so funny when your character was stood upright. The mouth was literally right next to you.
So if it's within range. Yeah, I'm gonna hop up onto this rock so I can get line of sight, and I'm gonna cast. Do we have like a pen?
Yeah, I use this.
I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire in between Pilana and the dude.
Oh, Ali, I forgot to mention as well, when you shot your arrow, so I forgot to include this, so we'll keep it for now. But when you, with Dragos' lightning breath, you would have seen that the lightning would have just like shimmered over it and wouldn't have actually done any damage to it.
Oh, okay then.
But don't worry about it. I'll say we'll just keep it in mind for the next bit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
'cause
remember what the damage was.
Yeah, but I fucked up the ruling,
Oh,
so
fine.
it's like feel bad.
Careful with the sword.
Yeah.
Janky.
Just face down.
That's it.
That's fuck.
Your baby.
I'll do. When no one appears.
Dex save.
Dex save.
Cool. So it got 20 on the dex save.
Alright.
So half
Then
damage.
it takes half 5d.
What, you got nat 20 again?
No, it got 20 total.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure.
So it takes
Inspiration points for that.
13.
13 points of damage.
For you to manage. 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that wall now there?
That's an opaque 20-foot wall, and 10 feet this side of it is very hot.
Okay. And it can't see through. It's
You can't
okay.
see. Well, no, but you probably could. 'Cause you're like 20 feet up. So
Yeah,
you
cool.
see maybe a bit over it or whatever.
How tall is the wall?
20 feet.
20.
Okay. Nice going. So next up is Gesh.
Okay, cool. So
Remember, a heal will help. We'll get Plana back up.
could I say that there I'm 30 feet from it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, cool.
You can't see it though, by the way.
I can from there, no?
Well, it's got the wall
Because
of fire.
but
he's
I'm
up
on the top of the
how,
rock.
How tall is that?
How tall is it?
20
feet.
foot.
I'd
He's,
say
he's directly in front of it. Surely you would be able to see it.
Yeah, but
he's not
also,
20 feet high on
though,
that rock.
like,
Yeah,
I've just cast
yeah.
it. You know where it was. You can maybe just shoot. Like, it hasn't moved.
Yeah, no, I'd say you could still make attacks against it. I'd say probably with disadvantage.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and cast Dragon Fear on it.
So that must be line of sight.
Yeah, well, could I not? No, can't.
Well, so it just wouldn't affect it basically because it wouldn't be.
It's 'cause you couldn't
can't
see
you.
you.
No.
Ah, fuck's sake. Okay, well,
Quick decision.
yeah, fine. I'm gonna come down here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I say I'm I'm gonna go behind cover here next to Enoch.
I'm not sure you can make it there because it's double movement speed on
Okay,
the
so
ground.
5, 10, 15, 20, and then there.
That's the same place.
Well, actually, well, so
I know, because no.
So-
I need to be next to Pilana, no, so I wouldn't go down. No, it's fine.
So
You could-
I'm
you could
actually,
reach her
so I'm
on this
actually on the
corner.
wall. So if you
I was
put
just
you
hoping for
there,
cover. That was all.
yeah, we put me
He
there,
wants to be on.
No,
and you can just be there.
He wants to be on.
Oh,
no, it's fine. Just go back.
You
Really
can
well.
reach her from there if you're trying to do something.
I just wanted to be in cover, but it's fine.
Oh,
well, that's where we're going.
No, you were there, so go back there. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take my
I'll say that these spores detonate as well as the fire goes off there, but not with a large enough range to affect anyone.
Okay, I'm going to use what I've described as a Henny health potion
Nice.
on Polana, and it's 66.
Nice.
Roll them.
You okay?
Oh, do I
Yeah,
roll?
you roll them.
Oh, okay.
Just tally them all up and fucking do it.
23.
Nice. So you kind of like have this health potion hit you, and suddenly your eyes open, and you're suddenly like alert as some of your wounds have begun to like heal up slightly.
Can I say Dragos flies round here, right? And can I say he flies over the wall of fire?
Yeah.
And is literally flying and takes a fucking bite out of this fucking bitch.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna put him up. I'm up here, but
Yeah, that's
I'm just
fine.
gonna put him
Yeah.
there. All right.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick. Do you want to say something as you awake? As Gesh is there feeding you this potion.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I sort of lean over and I go, "This is for you, darling."
No, I'd probably...
Too stunned.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
just completely out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay, so Dragos, 24 to
Yeah.
hit, and then 8. 11 points of damage from the bite.
Nice. Cool.
Oh yeah, because that's not lightning, so that's fine. That's just physical damage. It's just taking the bite out of him.
Yeah, nice. So he flies over and just kind of like bites into like half his horn, half his face, and just kind of like sinks his teeth into his face before kind of like flapping backwards. Slightly.
Yeah.
And next up is oh, actually has Dragos just entered the fire zone?
No. He's up high. He's literally he's up here.
Yeah, but that thing isn't 20 feet high.
I was going to say maybe get his tail. It's 10 feet long, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, bite his
Yeah.
tail.
So you fly over,
Okay.
take a big bite out of his tail.
Cool,
Yeah,
okay.
Fire damage. Okay. Next up is yes. Although I would say as well from here as well, Polana and Enoch, you both hear like a meek voice in your head that says, "I'm still here. I don't know where though." And next up is Enoch. Yeah.
Okay. Enoch, seeing this wall of fire having just erupted in front of him.
Yeah.
How
That'd be
tall
a
is this
fucking
rock?
sight.
Probably about 7 or 8 feet high.
7 or 8 foot. Okay.
How high can you jump?
Quick.
Yeah, sure. So Enoch's going to use 5 foot of movement speed to jump up here. He's going to suddenly disappear and reappear 30 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Karen.
What?
No, let me check before I say.
No, go.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
He's then going to start gripping his cape as he drifts down to behind.
You might want to do an attack first, by the way, just because you can't attack when you're holding the cape.
You just drop.
Okay, fine. Sure.
Yeah. So he's going to drift down and go right. Well, actually, he's going to go down here
Sure.
to behind this rock. And he's going to use his bonus action to hide.
Sure. Is it not bonus action to Misty Step?
Well, you have full action to hide them.
Okay, fine. Sure. Yeah, good move. All right, nice.
Do you mean stealth?
Yes, please. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good move.
21.
21. Okay, cool. Polana, you're up. You've just woken up as this potion as Gesh has helped you out.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
By the way, just so you know, you can lay on hands yourself also.
Yeah. So... Okay, cool. So, Polana's gonna Misty Step, or not Misty Step, Phase Step over here.
Nice.
And that's my bonus action. And then use lay on the hands.
Just Gesh just there on his own now. Like, oh, he can't see me.
Lay on
to be
hands
fair,
on
so it's fine.
myself and do 25.
You start
Yeah.
furiously tugging off.
I love that we now have a
Cool.
female character in the party that's not
and I'm
being played
behind.
by a girl, so we're all going to be friends with Rocket
And I'm
Shooting
behind
towards
cover,
her.
right?
Yeah,
That's like
yeah,
half
so-
cover.
Yeah, that's so true, actually.
So as you're
Because
here,
when Dream was saying that to Cora,
That's
that's just so rude.
You see that kind of like face stepping slightly panicky. You get behind this rock. You kind of like sort of sit down next to it, do the lay on hands on yourself, and you find that like leaves kind of begin to that had been previously like ripped off in your demise, and they kind of like flourish again.
Baiting.
No more verdant. Next up is the creature.
It takes 2d10 of damage.
Oh yeah, it hasn't left the moonbeam, has it? Because of the big fire.
And fire damage as well, right?
Nah, end of the turn.
End of the turn, okay.
End of its turn.
End of its turn.
Oh, but did we do? I've already done its damage for when you cast it.
No, when you cast it, and then on its turn.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
So from Moonbeam, it takes another 11 points of damage.
Okay, nice.
Are there arrows sticking out of the thing?
Well, there would be a couple,
The
wouldn't there?
bad guy. You've got a couple
Yeah,
arrows
yeah.
sticking out.
Arrows sticking out of it, yeah. You see that the creature kind of like spins around to get away from the fire, just turning around like this. He takes his attacks against Dragos as it's bitten his tail. He kind of like swings around, and Dragos is kind of flying in the air. And the first attack,
Can he reach Dragos?
yes, he's very large.
Right next
And you just
But
attacked
I'm in the
it.
air.
Yeah, but you just
Oh,
attacked it, so
yeah,
you were in
yeah,
melee range.
okay,
So
Did
the
you have
first
a-
one's 27.
Out of range.
The next one is 12.
Say again, sorry.
27 and 12.
So first one hits.
Okay. And Dragos takes.
So just the first one hits.
He takes 26 points of damage
Okay, cool. So with
What
like
What kind of attack
with
was
a
that?
bite.
Okay.
yeah, so with the final bite, like Dragos just like fucking poofs into
Sure.
nothing.
Spins around. As he bites into it, hoping for a big meal, it just dissipates. And with the rest of his movement, he's going to get far away from the fire and kind of goes over here and hisses at the fire.
And Dragos returns to me.
It's not funny, it's scary. And next up is Dorwin. That's right, yeah. Dorwin?
How far away is
I can't even. I can't literally see you.
Oh, it disappeared.
Oh. That would be why.
My turn.
You don't have line of sight, do you?
You don't know where it's gone as well. Or I
Yeah.
can say
I'd
Could
say
I-
you could shout out
Yeah,
as a free action.
in my
just
mind,
quickly.
in his
in my
mind,
mind,
yeah.
saying like,
words.
Dorwin, the beast is out of the fire.
Okay, thanks, Enoch.
If we go through the fire, we take damage, right?
Sounds goblins kids.
If you enter the fire area, you do, yeah. He isn't watching a holy.
Has Dragos come? Oh, you have to summon him, don't you? And that's a full action.
No, it's once per long rest.
Oh, it's just
That-
instant. Oh, dope. Okay.
So he is now out for this.
Okay.
But wouldn't you
Until
have
he long
summoned?
rests.
No, so basically
no,
how
'cause
we
you-
were
you would
playing
summon
it,
him-
how we were playing it is just like whenever we have a long rest, like when we then set off, I would then summon him. So he's just
Oh.
ever
He
present
doesn't
with
stay
us.
around with the sleep once he sleeps.
I guess technically we're kind of role playing. He does, but
Yeah.
just through him constantly summoning him. Each.
Oh, okay. Because like my stag stays with me. When
Yes,
I sleep.
yeah,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I mean, your stag's just ever present until it takes damage.
Yeah, until it dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whereas I can
But it's
when
not very-
Dragos
It's
dies.
got one health point.
I like it. Just if it gets attacked, it just dissipates.
Ah, okay.
But you can just.
Yeah.
Oh, so yours can just be resummoned, can it?
So mine's a spell,
Right.
but I can.
Come on, Dorwin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was waiting for
Obviously,
thingy.
I can just like
Quick snap.
use that spell and then long rest and.
But
change
yeah,
it.
but just
Okay.
it's a
Sorry.
in combat.
Sure. I think I'll just move closer. I can't really see it.
Sure.
Well, actually, can I dispel the thing as a? Do I want to dispel the fire?
Maybe.
Quick snap. Snap decision.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna move for now.
Sure.
I'll move.
You could probably jump onto this one if you want and walk up without suffering. Because remember, it's half. Oh no, you don't get my half. You just sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
Sure. Okay. Nice. Next up is Gesh.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm knowing that Dorwin's taken loads of damage. I'm just gonna move back to him. Can I reach him there? You
Yeah.
say I reach him from there?
I
Yeah.
think Cure Wounds is ranged though, right?
No, I've got a touch.
Oh right.
Can I touch him from there?
Mm-hmm.
Say I touch him.
Healing word that's ranged.
Okay, and you roll 2d8.
Oh, amazing.
Um,
Thank you, mate.
Have you taken any damage?
he took fuckloads of damage.
On the
Oh,
electric
sure.
blast.
So what'd you get?
5.
Add 3 to it.
Oh, hey, fantastic. Nice.
Nice.
You take those.
Yeah, with my bonus, I don't get a bonus. Dragus is dead, so yeah, cool.
Right. As you are stood there, from
Oh, can I say that I'll just sort of? Oh, no, actually, no. I am going to go down and I'm going to join in
sure,
because I want to be in some sort of cover.
fine.
Fire's the word.
Yeah, but you never fucking know, do you?
So you find that from one of the cracks in the rocks emerges this kind of human-sized, sort of yellowish brown caterpillar sort of creature. It's quite long. It's got large eyes and these little wiggly tentacles at the front of its mouth. It kind of creeps forward with little legs and comes up from behind you and sort of surprising you makes an attack because it smells blood. So that's a.
So I haven't taken any damage. If you're
Yeah.
referring to my open wounds.
No, it can. No, but Dorwin has.
Okay.
And he smelled blood and is going.
Oh,
towards
and then
it.
he's
Yeah.
sure.
So that's a 15 to hit.
I got 15, so meets it, beats it.
So can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. 15.
Okay, nice. You're all good. you take 6 points of damage as it sinks its teeth into you. You feel poison into your bloodstream, but you're able to kind of like stay on your feet as you feel your arm go quite numb once it's bitten into you.
And I can I sort of turn towards it and I sort of go, now you're to die as well.
Yeah, sure. Nice. Next up is Enoch.
So Enoch is this still difficult terrain over here? Yeah, fine. Okay. Well, that's all of his movement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quick snap decision.
All right. Enoch is going to throw 4 cards out at the beast again.
Yeah. This probably isn't the sort of thing
When
we're
does-
into melee combat with.
When does
Even though I really
the fire
want to do
dissipate?
melee.
It lasts for a minute, but I couldn't get rid of it whenever.
Is it like an action?
Although I have got
to get rid of it,
17 armor and evasion.
or like a bonus action?
Nah, I'll do one more thing.
Is it just you decide and it stops? Sort of
Oh, actually, I don't think I can dispel it.
Is 23 to hit.
It's concentration. So. Oh, I can just do another thing. Yeah. True. Yeah, I can cast
So
a
if you
spell
cast another
which
spell,
overrides
okay.
it, yeah.
So temporarily, all we
I
have to
do
deal
28
with is
points of
caterpillar.
damage to the
We
beast,
did.
and I'm going to run around this side of the.
You're in the fire there.
Oh yes, I am. I'm going to.
You could go sort of there.
Yeah, you could squeeze in behind that rock.
You
Yeah,
climb up the
just
rock and glide.
10 feet.
5. Yeah, far. I'll go over there then.
Can you make it there?
So
It's rocky terrain.
5, 10, 15,
Okay, yeah, happy
Yeah.
with that. Yep.
and I'm going to hide again.
Sure. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
24, baby.
You're not gonna die
I'm not going to die tonight, baby.
Next up is Polana.
Yeah. So
So I would say that this thing is like, with these like cards like sticking out of it and stuff, you see that it is starting to shed some
Couple
blood.
arrows
And
too.
he's looking like a.
Don't forget
It's
me.
still fighting pretty well, but he's looking a little bit more sluggish.
okay.
Ah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Wrathful Smite. I'm also then gonna run towards it, which
Yeah,
is my
nice.
bonus action, by the way. Is Wrathful
Okay, cool.
Smite, and then I'm gonna attack it with my long sword. Fuck me, that's slow. $21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that does.
Run me.
Oh, sorry, my fucking dice are so slow now. So that does.
You need some dice, mate.
Yeah, I know. So that does 11 points of damage, but then it also has to pass a wisdom saving test.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
And if it fails, it's frightened of me.
Nat 1.
Let's go!
Yeah, baby.
So
Nice.
it's scared shitless.
Yeah, amazing. So, Plana, you kind of like have to go.
Oh, sorry, wait. That's if it's a creature.
Everything's a creature.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
fine.
Okay, nice. So slouched on this rock, you've healed yourself, your leaves have grown back, you kind of, a couple of deep breaths, you run out and just like charge in with your sword, and as you do, you see that kind of like flames like flicker around it slightly, and some of your foliage kind of like grows around your head slightly. You plunge your sword like into it, and as you do, you kind of like pour in all of this fear basically, and it kind of like emanates through the beast. And you see immediately its eyes, which were clear before, like kind of searing blue, kind of like fade slightly, and it immediately kind of like hisses and like goes to like turn and flee as you have now.
And to be clear, when something's frightened,
Mhm.
until you damage it, it can't do anything, right? So like is that right?
It's
No,
not-
It depends.
No,
Oh, are they are the frightened?
Some fear says until
So
damage. And some fears
normal
don't.
frightened has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it can see the source of its fear, and it can't move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay.
Doesn't it also
Like, it has to
have
move
take-
away,
yeah,
right?
it
No,
has
that's my special fear
Oh, yeah, it's your
spell.
special one.
Normal
Okay.
frightened, the condition, it's just those things.
Okay, I'll say in that case it just kind of like coils back, but it's like still staring at you, but it's very much frightened of you.
Yeah, because mine says when it's frightened of me, it's frightened until it takes any damage, and then it repeats the save.
Sure, so
that's
it's different fear.
Specific
Okay.
rules
Yeah.
for that thing.
Okay, nice. Next up, it's its turn. So it has, what does it have? It has disadvantage on stuff.
What were the specifics for your
Attack
frightened?
and checks.
It doesn't say, it just says it's frightened.
And can't attack them.
Okay.
No.
Can attack, it just can't move closer to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So I'll say
Yeah,
while
I'll
it's
use
here,
that one
it
with it.
kind of makes a scared attack with disadvantage against you. So one of them's a hit, and then does that hit, 19?
Nope.
Nice.
Nice.
my AC is 21.
Nice.
Filthy.
A new tank.
Nice. The other attack doesn't hit either.
Sweet.
So you see
Good.
that, and its
Yeah.
fear, it kind of like coils back like this, and like it's like a snake that's cornered. Its whole body is like contorted into an aggressive like S shape, and it kind of like lurches forward in like fear of you trying to get you away. And as it goes to bite at you, you just hold out your shield, and it just like literally like clangs onto your shield, and then like tries to like bite and rip for a minute, but then you're able to like push it away, and it kind of like slinks back into its original shape. Nice going. So next up is Dorwin.
Yeah, I am going to cast. Can I ready an attack on like any trigger?
Pretty much. You can set the conditions for a ready.
Okay, I would like to ready. Oh no, but you can't see for the fire.
Why don't you attack this thing?
Oh, there's a thing here, is there?
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
creepy
yeah.
crawly
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just come out and
shit.
attacked
That's
us.
just attack.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Just attack me.
And if you attack that with concentration, then the thing, wall of fire will go.
There's not many concentration attacks.
Could you, with concentration, is it an action to dispel that spell?
So it depends. Most of them are bonus actions to dispel.
Oh, okay. It doesn't say anything on his one.
Mine doesn't have a dispel thing.
I mean, that's normally how I've ruled it. I can double check. But go on, Fergie, give me a decision.
Yeah. Okay. I'll use chromatic orb at 2nd level against this thing. Where am I? I'll jump up here. Jump up here. Have I got anything?
Oh,
Yeah, you could do.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. So
Or
the
climb.
spelling is you can end at any time, no action required.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Alright.
I'll just do it next round, next turn.
Is it an action?
It says no action required, so I mean, I'd say you probably don't even necessarily have to be on your turn.
Alright. Yeah.
What?
Fine. I'll dispel the fire for now then, and I'll still cast chromatic orb on this guy.
You're right. Yeah. Oh. Get your
Uh,
teary-eyed and,
I assume 25 hits,
yes, 25 hits.
and I'll use fire damage
Sure.
for
Wait.
17 points of damage.
What are you attacking this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
17. Okay. Nice. So you kind of, as this thing's up here, like on the rock above you, you just kind of glint this flame. It just immediately collides with its face, kind of engulfing it in flame for a moment. And it's able to like shake it
You
off
disappear again.
as it takes this chunk of damage. Next up is.
So sorry, is the thing's gone now?
Fire's
Wall-
gone,
wall-
yeah,
fire-
yeah.
wall of fire's gone. Cool.
And then next up is Gesh.
Okay, cool. I am
No,
going
scared, we need
to climb
Yeah.
up on here. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to jump across to there. And yeah, I'm gonna attack the little fucking caterpillar creature thing.
Yeah.
What's that? 17 to hit?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, there, that hits. And then it's...
Well, you can't get the lightning damage, can you?
Nope. Oh, fuck off. Uh, 12 points of damage.
Nice.
It does. With 2 arrows.
Sure, so these 2 arrows whistle through the air. One of them kind of glances off its carapace, the other one sticks in. And you see it kind of like squirms a bit and like worms backwards slightly. And next one's Pilana.
Sorry, I just
Oh,
realised
sorry,
that.
no, it's not. No, sorry.
It's me.
It's the squirmy thing.
Can I just say, so sorry, I'm forgetting my character.
Yeah,
but,
it's fine.
First time, mate. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I'm allowed to attack twice.
Oh, did you not attack twice?
I didn't attack twice on
Fine.
with my sword. Can I just roll another one and do it?
We'll do it on the next one. Do it on the next one.
So I'll get 3.
No, we'll do two. We'll just do normal. Sorry, mate. I know. But
fair. It's
I
first
thought
time.
it was super.
First time.
No, I thought it was super low, and I was like, "How is
Yeah.
like that's shit damage?" I'm supposed to be like,
Right, 11
Yeah,
points
well,
of damage.
yeah.
Isn't it?
I would with some things I would let it slide, but extra attack, you know, you were a barbarian before, so I feel like you should have probably remembered that one. Okay, so that thing is going to move. So say it's like that: 5, 10, 15, and then it's going to crawl up to you, Gesh, and make some attacks against you.
Well, imagine that.
So this horrible thing comes like crawling over and makes these 2 attacks. One of them definitely hits, and the other one is in that one. So
Nice.
can you give me another Constitution save, please?
Oh, 5.
Okay, so you take 4 points of damage as these tentacles kind of like wrap around your arm. It goes to bite you, you're able to like pull away, but the tentacles kind of like lurch forward and latch onto you again. You're now paralysed.
Nice.
So just so you know, at the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw to unparalyse yourself.
Okay.
But for now, you're paralysed.
Okay, cool.
So you kind of like, as this thing...
It's
as
just a
this-
con save, yeah?
I
I assume so, because that was what you've been getting to roll, yeah.
So yeah, you kind of like, as it like seeps into your body, like you're able
Just
to
like-
resist the first one, you just
no,
suddenly
hit
fall
that.
slow and just kind of like flop down.
Am
to the
I
ground.
prone?
You're prone, yeah.
It's not like I've become a statue and just...
No, no, I'm petrified.
Okay.
No, paralysed.
Anyone want a beer?
I'm alright.
I'm good. I'm going to pop to the loo. I'm good, I got one, thank you.
Next up is Enoch.
So Enoch is going to use 10 feet of movement speed to climb there, and he's going to launch himself off the rock and then grip the cloak of bat. And we said it was 20 feet of movement speed per 5 feet of elevation lost.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the homebrew rules.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah.
No, that's how I was doing.
No,
it.
I know, but I'm just
I
like,
think
it just
we
seems like a
sort
lot.
of nerfed it to 15 maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I remember saying I'd do it based off the Hadesy rules and the Spelljammer thing. We'll say, for the sake of it, we'll say 20 for now, but I might have to rec on it. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll go with that for now. So sure.
Sure. So that would be
If it's 8 feet high, we'll say it's probably like 30, at least
30 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say
So
yeah.
that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Uh-huh.
to there. As Enoch lets go of the cape at the last minute, he does like a forward roll, like a commando forward roll, comes up as he's drawing his sword, and you see the shaft of the sword is exposed now. And you know, Pilana, you would see it's this like icy blue, sheen to it, and he's going to slash down across the beast's side, and then quickly reverse the grip and like thrust it up into the side as well in a stabbing motion.
So it hits.
Well, yeah, that's very true, isn't it? Probably not going to hit now.
After all these beautiful theatrics.
It's close. 16.
16 doesn't hit.
Oh,
Sorry.
Fuck me in the ass.
So as you,
beautiful dance moves.
as you fly down, you go to stab at it, and you find it kind of like glances off. It's like slimy, thick hide.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my second attack then because I can't hide.
What second attack?
My bonus action.
Oh, with your
attack.
card?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That hits for 27. Oh, but I still get my sneak attack rerolled.
You will? Why?
Because if this hits,
Yeah.
if either
No,
attack
but why'd
hits,
you get the sneak attack?
because I was stealthed.
Oh, so you are, yeah.
And also there's another creature within 5 feet.
Yes,
So I have
fine.
advantage.
Yeah.
Doubling.
Well, you don't have advantage, but you get your sneak attack.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Roll with that.
22 points of damage.
Nice. So I'll say that as you go to pierce with your,
Fury of the Smalls. An extra.
Oh, sick.
It's my
as
last one.
Okay.
as you go to slash with your blade and you kind of glanced off it in frustration, you then go for a pierce attack instead and kind of plunge your blade into it. And we'll say it's like gold blade. That's the crossband attack.
Yeah.
And you did how much?
22 points of damage.
Cool. So that's then. Nice. Okay. Cool. So yeah, as you cut up into it, it kind of like lets out a bit of a scream, and then kind of like turns and its gaze kind of focuses on you. Next up is Polana.
Yeah, cool. I also realised that I forgot about my Divine Smite. as
Yeah.
well, so-
Well, you did Wrathful Smite.
No, that's a bonus action. Divine Smite isn't an action.
Can you do Wrathful Smite and Divine Smite?
Yeah.
Oh, fine,
Yeah,
fair
you
enough.
can stack them all. Yeah.
Oh, sick. But is Divine Smite not a bonus action?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. Sick.
It's like
What?
action type special.
Cool.
So
Oh, yeah.
Wrathful Smite, and I've got loads of Smite stuff, but they're all spells. But then there's Divine Smite, which is like a paladin's like go-to thing. So I am going to probably I'll just do a regular. That's fine. Fucking hell. First one is not a hit. Can I have dice? 'Cause this
Yeah,
is
here you go.
shit. I've got dice laser. Oh fucking hell! Neither of them hit. Sweet. Oh, hold on to this.
Wait,
Oh,
I
I think I lost.
No, I'm gonna have my D20 back.
Yeah, the only one I really need. Okay, nice. So as you make these attacks, you see it's kind of coiled up. It kind of like slinks back slightly as you make these slashing attacks, and it kind of like tries to like paw away your attacks as you do. Next up, it's its turn,
And I, as it looks at me, I scream at it.
Oh, sorry. Can
Let me have ya!
Can I use my movement speed to get behind this cover?
it would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
No, it can't move towards me.
No, but it can attack you still.
But how's
You're
How's it-
leaving its
Yeah, but how does
its
it-
melee
how does it-
range.
attack me without moving towards me?
As you turn
Well,
to
because you're
leave,
within
it
5
attacks
feet
you.
of it, so that's
Yeah,
actually
but it can't. How would you?
It's an
Like, I'd
opportunity
have to
attack.
get closer to you
No,
to
no, no.
physically
No,
It's
but
attack.
it
you're already within
DM
attack
rolling.
range. You're already
Yeah,
within
fine.
attack range.
We'll talk about it afterwards. I'll
Okay.
explain.
I won't do that. I'll
Okay,
stay there.
sure, yeah, fine. Okay, so yeah, this thing turning to face Enoch takes a big old attack at you.
That's me having you.
That one.
Nice.
And it's. I'll say the nat one counts as its second attack.
you roll it.
All right, fine. I mean, you might die, but sure.
That's right.
And then 13 probably doesn't hit. Nice, rolled awfully. So yeah, it kind of like because it's so terrified of it rolls with disadvantage anyway because it can see you, which I forgot to take into account.
Oh.
So it gets a nat one on the second attack. Oh, I got the exact same one. So
yeah, as it like turns, it's like kind of like looking over at Pilana, kind of scared, and it like goes to bite at you, and you just like step out the way as it like as its face like crashes down into the ground next to you. And a huge, dragon-like face just flinging up rocks and dirt everywhere. And next to the Dorwin.
Cool. How far am I?
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, within 60. I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Sure.
Wisdom saving throw. 17.
Fails.
2d12. And he takes 10 points of. Oh, 7 points of necrotic damage.
Sure, why just 7? Not 10?
I just read a 6 for a 9.
Okay. Next up is Gesh. As this. Yeah, sorry.
So I'm paralysed, what's the crack?
Yeah, you're paralysed. So at the end of your turn, you can try and make the save again.
Well, I can't do anything else, can I?
Don't think so.
10.
No, sorry.
Nice.
Nice. So this creature's all like got some
all up in my
necrotic-y-
guts.
necrotic energy, kind of like melting through some of its open wounds. And next up is this little guy, who's gonna have a little meal.
Oh.
So
I should have done it on that guy.
paralysed,
Forgot about him.
incapacitated.
Cheers.
Forgot about him.
It's not like I'm paralysed or anything.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paralysed, yeah.
Auto hits, auto crits.
Ah.
I don't think it also crits.
It auto critted when I was paralysed.
So paralysed.
Still very salty
creature,
about that.
Oh, sorry, mate. I would have done it on
attack
him.
rolls against creature have
Now you know.
advantage. And is incapacitated with. Can't take action directly.
I'm
No, sorry, mate.
pretty good on health,
Bad
so
roll.
it should be fine.
I literally would have survived.
I don't think you
Shame.
would've.
Yeah, I would have.
No,
You
I
got
didn't.
like 30 something damage, I had like 50 points of health left.
Well, so that'd be.
You'd have still been paralysed though.
And we also
So,
totally
you
overlooked what
died.
was happening, so it probably would have happened on the next
No,
round.
but that was my last round of paralysed as well. I only had 4 rounds of paralysed.
Oh, God.
Oopsie daisy. Sorry, Will. That's fine. Okay, so sorry, with advantage. Oh, nat 20. Sorry, mate. And then the second attack.
Auto hits, auto
so
crits,
it's-
mate.
Yeah, we've got a coincidental. So that's on the first one.
Yeah, if he hadn't
So
rolled that,
14
I'd have
something
rolled
like
that.
that.
Sure.
Oh, no, sorry. So the crit only has done 6 points of damage, which is pretty good. Didn't roll very well. And then the other attack, which just hit regularly, is 7 points of damage.
So 13.
13 points of damage.
More with the
What- what-
non-crit.
What,
Yeah.
what kind of damage is just physical
Necrotic.
damage? It's just what-
Piercing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. And next up.
Okay, so I got lucky there. Right?
Enoch.
good.
Your turn.
So Enoch, this dragon maw has just crashed down into the rock.
Remember to roll the
Next, yeah, okay. Can I not just auto hit it? Just roleplay.
Your roleplay is that good that it gives you like a +5 to your
You get to roll play
modifier.
that you hit it, but it doesn't do any damage. That could be quite cool actually for big creatures.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So as the maw crashes down into the dirt,
Why is it crashing down, sorry?
because it just tried to bite me
Oh,
and it
okay.
missed, so I dodged to the side, so it's like heads there. I'm gonna just massively arc my my sword down and try and behead it as it's
It's going to try.
The attack roll.
20.
Oh, sorry, the damage roll.
Damage roll. Good start. Very good start. And then another.
Are you
1d6.
sneaking,
I don't need to sneak because
Nice.
Alana's within 5 feet of him. 26 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
With 2 points of frost damage.
Okay, wicked. Yeah, so he's looking pretty fucking wounded now.
And then with my bonus action, I'm also going to hit 20 to hit.
Yep.
And deal an extra.
What the fuck?
Shall I just roll the damage if it's being glitchy?
Yeah, it's being glitchy.
Oh, there you
I
go.
got it. Another 7 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. He's looking very hurt. Very hurt indeed. Alright, Pilana.
Cool. Let's try and hit this motherfucker again. Fucking hell. 10. 25.
Nice, 25 hits.
Cool. So I'm gonna do. Damage, and then I'm going to do Divine Smite, which is 2d8. Which one's d8 again?
This one that's like a.
Cool. 19 points of damage.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So close. Okay. Alright, it's really. Okay. Right, so on it's literally got like a handful of hit points remaining. So on its turn, as it's now like, I'll say that. What attacks did you do?
Just with my sword.
Sure, just a regular sword attack.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So yeah, I'll say that like as it's like just bitten, trying to bite James, he's slashed across the back of its neck, and it's kind of like reared up slightly. As it has, you've just taken the opportunity to lurch forward, and you've just lopped off one of its legs basically, and its large leg is kind of like on the floor just like this, and like this blood is just pouring out of it, like it's almost like pumping out of it, despite the fact there's no circulation, it's just like draining out. And with that, it kind of lets out this massive roar, and I guess it's going to take a disengage action and GTFO. So it quickly, like, all of its legs kind of like
All but one.
all but one of its legs kind of like quickly hit the ground, and it like turns with like insane speed and just and goes off 50 feet away.
50 feet.
Yeah, it's its base movement speed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, son.
And yeah, slithers away as it does, leaving like this horrible blood trail behind it. And you can see that like as the blood trail as it runs off, you see like far away from where it is, all of these like big horrible insectoid creatures come out of the rocks and begin like lapping up the blood that's left behind. And nice, that's combat over. Well done, boys.
Do you want to like try and kill it?
Kill it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely. Yeah. Let's go for it. Okay, so yeah, next up is Dorwin.
Sure. You said 50 feet is all that direction?
50 feet, so it's like, I mean, what's this, like 10, 20, 30, 40, sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'll say it's like here. So we'll do like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. 25, 30, 35, 40, 60. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll chromatic orb that bitch.
Oh yeah, nice.
3rd level.
It's only got.
I'll say with advantage as well, as it's like it's trying to slink away.
Sure.
Now
Good.
one.
No, advantage, mate. 19 to hit.
Yeah, just hits. Yeah.
Cool. Lightning. What's the opposite of lightning?
It's resistant to lightning.
Yeah, what's the opposite of lightning?
Earth.
Earth damage. Let's just go fire, seeing as I've been fire boy.
So satisfying.
Trash. 19 points of damage.
19. Okay, so that's enough to kill it. So do you want to describe?
Sure, yeah, as it slinks away, it's sort of like running over the rocks. I just like take aim with my thing, dash a little spark that flies off my dagger. As it flies, it sort of spins and grows into this big ball of fire, and like as it goes over a rock, just fucking headshots it and burns its like top half into a crisp.
Nice. Good effort. Cool. Well done, guys.
Yeah, nice.
Killed the beast with the lightning breath. The scourge of the
See ya.
caverns. Well done, everyone.
Is Ali still paralyzed?
Yeah, there's still a fucking. There's still a fucking worm here.
Dorwin's ignored the getting eaten guess again. You'd
Right.
be livid if that was you, just like in IRL.
Paralysed,
time
isn't
for paralysed Gesh versus creepy Crawley.
Yeah, fine.
No one else has initiative. Okay, so it is actually your turn, Gesh. So do you want to give us a roll?
Yeah, okay.
Change it to more light-hearted from that music.
16.
Nice, you're up.
Yay!
It's normally-
And now it's the end of my go.
Yeah, but we'll say for this one because
You got movement speed, right?
Hey?
Movement speed, though.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, can I what? What are we
We'll
going to
say,
say?
we'll say for this one. We'll
What,
do,
because-
just do it. Do it.
Okay, cool.
Silly.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So
Gash,
as you're there, you're like pull up a weapon.
Maybe he was paralysed, like taking a shot. As soon as he's like,
yeah,
just
fuck it.
looses it.
Like, can we say it's literally like up here on top of me, and I'm like lying like that?
Like ass in the air.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Just like burrowing inside his asshole.
I'm literally like got both my arms like that, like my bow's in this hand, and I managed to like pull an arrow out from like that, and like try and fucking shoot it, like lying on my back. Obviously with this.
I love how the one time where you're really struggling to move, you still don't utilise the magic.
Yeah, I know. He's still reaching for arrows.
It's just habit. It's just reflex. Right.
Reaches back, grabs nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, gone forever. It's my fucking D20 as well. Okay, let's do it.
That's Puds now.
I'll get it on there.
Yeah, it's in Puds to me.
Yeah.
He's the beast with lightning breath.
Oh, that's not 14 to hit it.
Yeah, just hits.
I was with disadvantage as well, so okay, cool. And then 9 points of damage.
9, okay. So yeah, you fire this arrow and it kind of like pierces it through its chest, and it kind of like there's this little squeal, and then now on its turn, it's going to forego its meal and try and slink away as well, as it's also severely wounded.
Okay, cool.
And it kind of
Opportunity
slides
attack?
down here, disengage, slinks away into some rocks somewhere, and dives into a little cavern somewhere.
Gone forever.
Creepy.
Didn't even kill it.
I know. Well, I was paralysed. I was on my arse.
Yeah, that was much more of a Gimli crushed by Warg moment.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, guys. Smashed it.
Nice.
Gee.
GG.
GG.
Bitch.
Just fucking smashes it.
Like, only just avoided instant death.
By the way, I'm genuinely sorry for the misruling all of it. So I know what I've changed.
Yeah.
I've, trying to make good decisions.
Well, so it's not an auto crit if you're paralysed then?
It's an auto hit.
It's an auto hit, but not an auto crit.
No, it's an advantage hit.
Oh.
Oh, really? Not even an auto hit.
Because the thing is, the reason why is
I
because
feel
here
like
it
for
says-
role play, I feel like it.
It
says
should
here
be
on
an
the-
auto hit, shouldn't
Well,
it? For...
the thing is, I think it probably should be an auto crit, because if you attack a sleeping target, it's an auto crit.
Well, then I think
So it's
we
like-
should stick with that then.
Sleep, paralysed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just there's a lot of things out there which paralyse, and you're more likely to get paralysed than
Be
than these
asleep.
guys. So if you're just getting,
I suppose paralysis, like you're still like conscious, but you can't really do anything. Whereas when you're asleep, you're like totally relaxed.
Like,
And
what's the difference to an
Yeah,
attack?
but you
Yeah,
can
I
like
suppose.
you're like aware of it biting you, but can't do anything about. Or like you're aware of this knife like going towards you, but you can't do anything about it.
Well, yeah. Well, should we like make a decision about both of them and just have it as a general rule and?
I think
it's fine. I think I'll
Yeah,
stick with the
if
game
you
ruling.
think we get paralysed quite often, it's happened several times in this campaign.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
and-
any hit is auto hit, auto crit, fucking die quite.
And also the
regularly.
auto crit rule like works quite well for like certain
Yeah, but that
spells
also-
put people to sleep and stuff like that. So they're really efficient for that. So it's
Well, that also teaches us to take paralysis incredibly seriously. Then.
it would be pretty bad in a battle, wouldn't it, to be paralysed?
Yeah, if you get paralysed in a
I'm
battle,
thinking,
you're
like,
fucking
when
you're
we
fucked.
sneak up on
Well,
like,
exactly.
This is what happened
So-
to me.
So that's why I think we should implement it.
and like when we sneak up on a sleeping target, for you to not get the hit and not do loads of damage is like pretty
Ridiculous.
silly.
Yeah.
But that's what
I've got an idea. How about we'll say that when somebody's asleep, it's an auto crit. When someone's paralysed, it's an auto hit, but you roll a d20 to see if it's a crit.
Sure. And
Yeah, let's roll with that.
10 or above is crit.
Should we do 15 and above as a crit?
We'll say a physical dice roll with 15.
Yeah, no modifier.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
modifier. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Let's roll with that.
So it's an
That's
auto
fine.
hit, but above 15 for the dice roll is an auto
It's a
crit.
crit.
Is a crit. Yeah.
Cool.
Should we maybe
Got
say
a 25%
Maybe do it.
chance.
I think 15's
Yeah.
good because that's 25% chance.
of
Yeah.
hitting on a,
Yeah.
on a paralyzed
Because
guy.
then it's a guaranteed hit,
Yeah.
and then 25% chance of a crit.
Well,
yeah, cool.
No, it would need to be 16 and up to be a 25% chance.
Oh, because you're including the
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just do
Yeah.
15
Okay.
because it's
Sure.
it's fucking
Yeah,
more
15.
flavour, isn't it?
Alright, cool.
So yeah,
15 is way more immersive.
I love this game now.
Also, look at the shiny ard coat. I've used it all over him.
Do we want to?
Yeah,
should-
very
I'm
cool.
happy,
I
I'm happy
think
to carry on
shiny.
playing. Do you want to carry on playing, or should we
I
wrap up
probably
there?
need to go.
Yeah,
but
sure.
you
yeah,
guys-
I think
you
it's a
guys
nice
can-
point to wrap it
That's a
up.
good point.
Yeah, I think it's
You guys can carry on.
Yeah, so we're saying that paralysis and sleep,
though.
right, is auto hit, and then you roll a d20 again, and anything above a 15 means it's an
Sure.
auto crit.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
25% increased crit chance. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not 16.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I was just waiting for you to say
500%
Uh,
increase.
Oh, I
Technically,
like
anywhere
the detail on his face with the different, like the.
Well, no,
eyes
actually,
now.
technically it is because because you've got the 15. Oh yeah, because you're
you
not
get,
including
You get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
And
So
20,
you got 6
6.
out of 20.
Because,
so it's
yeah.
not 25%.
But then also,
Oh,
there's no
awesome.
yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
you're
exactly,
still
that's what
getting
I'm
the
saying.
6.
If it was 0,
Yeah.
it'd be 21.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, well done. Good introduction to Pilana.
Kiss me,
Good.
boy.
Well done avoiding that first encounter. That was cool.
Only a little shoehorned.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was always my plan. Anyway, so that's-
Yeah. I guess you are like a fake creature, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not that shoehorned then.
But no, it does. Yeah.
God, imagine if he died
Appears
for
out of a
real.
portal in front of you.
I know, I was
like,
going to
if
say,
it wasn't
imagine
a
if I
fake creature,
fucking
would be
create
like,
another
Oh,
character.
yeah.
but it makes
That
no
would be
sense.
brutal.
Especially the
Thank
reason
God for your Henny health potion, eh?
The reason I
My
did it as well is
resistance
during the
to
cavalry
all-
gates.
yeah.
There's loads of
You were
favourite
still
things
you
in
were
it.
still
Fine.
KO.
Yeah.
Playing screen.
Lana's first experience, pretty savage, pretty brutal.
Yeah. I mean, Material World is living up to what she expected it to be.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Buy your STL.
Yeah. Oh, so there's a thing
I'm
about
skint
that.
right now. No.
Huh?
I was saying I'm kind of skint at the moment.
Oh, no.
Like £3.
So there's a thing about my character about that, but I don't want to reveal it yet.
Okay.
But at some
About
Do
what?
This one at least, I guess.
About what?
yeah. About my like
Nature
miniature
thing, yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Is there any more like you want to add to the Hero Forge, or is that
That's pretty much
your
set.
initial character? I can't wait to paint the leaves. I was thinking as you were describing it. Damn, I can't wait to paint that.
But yeah, there's a potential other thing going on.
Sure.
Well, I don't
Well,
want to reveal it yet.
when it makes sense to buy it, buy it.
I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty good substitute for Alana.
Yeah, I know.
Not mine.
Alana, sorry.
A llama.
A llama.
I'd probably
Singular
find just like
llama.
a elven warrior thing with a sword and
Singular.
shield.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Fucking
buy the
llama
one.
getting
I'll buy that
KO'd
one
in
and send it
third
over.
action.
Right, who does that?
But there's a
bitch.
potential for like other shit going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sure.
turn and go, you fucking little bitch.
I just said to James as well. It's going to be so fun to be derogatory towards a female character that's not being played by a girl. Like,
Don't be derogatory.
Why?
yeah,
Why is that gonna be
like,
fun?
why? Just like obviously as a joke, like not actually as characters, just being a dick to Will playing Polana.
Not because they're a girl.
What?
Just like
Sounds cruel. Sounds cruel.
Yeah, that's still negative.
Funny though.
Will it?
Alright. Bye everyone.